Am I the meanest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the prettiest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town?
Pawn's drunk.
Well, who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
Who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
I can't hear you.
Pawn's drunk. AKA Mr. Moo Woo Shot himself.
Of Harlem.
This is Punch, Drunk, Boxing, a.k.a. Mr. Moo Shot himself, a.k.a. el adobo, el sazón, el borracho, el café bustelo, el pastor de boxeo. Mi gente. Hope everybody having a good weekend, You know, everybody, looking at the football game and stuff like that, NFL. Shout out to the NFL. Shout out to the yesterday game, Colorado State, man. Shout out to Coach Prime. I know it was a trending thing, you know what I'm saying? But, yo, that was a great game. First and foremost, God bless each and every one of y'all. Smash the like button on your way in. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Y'all already know, man. God first, everything second. Fight plus survive equals true champions. You know how it is, folks. You know, if you haven't copped the shirt, you already know where to go. Man. It's right there below the video and stuff like that. Or you could go to the setting where it says shopping or store. Cop your shirts, man. Let me see if I still got it here. Do I still got it over here? Man, cop your shirts. Represent. God first, everything second is now available. You can go to the Punch Drunk Boxing store. You already know. Ladies and gentlemen, there's people out there that, unfortunately, people out there is trying to say that Terrence Bud Crawford is ducking Earl Spence at 154. Let me repeat that. People out there is saying that Terrence Bud Crawford, the 3-division world champion, 2-division undisputed, regarded as pound for pound number one. Not pound for pound number 1, 2, 3. You can flip it around. Just number pound for pound number one. Undefeated. Have knocked out everybody in the welterweight division, 147-pound division. They're saying that Terrence Bud Crawford, who has a rematch clause with Earl the True Spence, you already know that that Terrence Bud Crawford beat Earl Spence from pillar to post. Now they saying that first, there's people out there that feel like, you know what I'm saying, that's spreading the rumors that that they feel like he was cheating or trying to insinuate that it was snag, trying to insinuate the Viticonte, trying to insinuate, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people can make fun of the content, but in all reality, I don't think that Terrence Bud Crawford cheated. I don't think that he's juiced. I don't think none of that. I think that Terrence Bud Crawford just got the skills and talent and whoop his ass. You know what I'm saying? He was the favorite to win, so it's not like it's not a shocking. The only thing probably that is probably shocking for the people is how he beat Earl the True Spence. Now, I know a lot of people is tired about this content and stuff like that. Everybody else is talking about it, but you know what I'm saying? It's been a slow month in the sport of boxing. But shout out to William Cepeda as well. Performed yesterday. Shout out to The Zone. Shout out to Golden Boy Promotions. Oscar De La Hoya chilling out there with Teofimo Lopez. Y'all already know. I already reported that Teofimo Lopez team and Oscar De La Hoya, Bob Arum, Oscar De La Hoya, David McWaters, they talking about a potential fight, mega fight with Ryan Garcia versus Teofimo Lopez. Maybe the smartest thing for Ryan Garcia to do was take a tune-up, as he should have taken a tune-up before he fought Gervonta Tank Davis, and probably he would listen to his team, probably listen to his coaches, set his ego aside. He's very, very young. You don't have to rush into things. He's going to be fighting a full-fledged 140-pounder in Teofimo Lopez if that fight come through fruition and that deal is finalized. And maybe I think that is smart for Ryan Garcia to take a tune-up and stuff like that. But if he's all about the money, don't give a damn, and daring to be great once again, go out there and fight Teofimo Lopez. I think Teofimo Lopez could be fighting Heisman night in December. You already know is an always scheduled fight for Teofimo Lopez, who has performed in Madison Square Garden, New York City on Heisman night. He's adopted that date on for his own, just like Canelo Alvarez and Cinco de Mayo. Heisman night is Tio night. But if he could lock down a massive fight, I believe February 10th, Super Bowl weekend, I think he could capitalize off a great opportunity. All media, all eyes on on Las Vegas that weekend. Why not? Why not perform on a Saturday where everybody else, everybody is there, all the business, all the celebrities, all the media. I think it's a very smart move for Teofimo Lopez and Top Rank Bob Arum. Everybody to have Teofimo Lopez perform February 10th versus maybe a Ryan Garcia. That would be huge. That would be epic. What's good? What's good? Full. What's good? Full Tell. What's good? Silver in the building. What's good? CCI Flooring in the building. What's good? NL in the building. What's good, man? What's good, man? So there's people out there that have the audacity, the immediate gall, the audacity, blasphemy, asinine to think that Terrence Bud Crawford is ducking Errol Spence at 154. Matter of fact, you know what Terrence Bud Crawford is doing? He's saving Errol Spence's life. And sometimes, you know what I'm saying, you got to save fighters' life because they warriors. One of they warriors, one of they gladiators, the one they put their life on the line for pure entertainment. I always say it. Sometimes you got to stop these warriors from themselves because they in a fight. This is their lifestyle. This is what they do. But I just don't think that Errol Spence lived the life of a Terrence Bud Crawford. A lot of boxers may claim they lived the life of a Terrence Bud Crawford in the elite level, but they don't live in the gym. Terrence Bud Crawford lives in the gym. Them two stay sharp. The skills stay good. He stays within shape, stays within weight. Terrence Bud Crawford's going to whoop Errol Spence behind no matter what. Maybe not in that type of form because, of course, a lot of people did get respect for Errol Spence, his size, his resume, his experience in the welterweight division. He's an Olympian and stuff like that. Can't take that away from Errol Spence. But I'm going to tell you like this. You can't take nothing away from Errol Spence, but if you want Errol Spence to fight Terrence Bud Crawford, I ain't taking nothing away from Errol Spence, but Terrence Bud Crawford has the skills and talent to take the life of Errol Spence. We saw the fight. You saw the fight. You saw it. Come on, y'all. Now I don't want to blow things out of proportion because of course we said the same thing with Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. We saw how Tyson Fury beat Deontay Wilder from pillar to mother effing post. And we was all like, no. We don't want to see a rematch. Ain't no rematch. No. Shit, that ass whooping guy, Deontay Wilder, saying that it was water, it was race related, it was the costume, it was everything, man. I'm gonna tell you like this, man. That shit got him crazy. But Deontay Wilder did come back strong. Still got laid out. Worse than the second fight. But he put up a great fight. He showed he showed grit, determination, heart, testicular mortitude, and and what you say, not testicular mortitude and mental fortitude to go back out there and perform versus a guy that really was putting on a beating, a retirement beating. Jason in the building was good. Spence deserves his get back. No, wait. NL. I'm not saying that Spence don't deserve his get back. I always said that an undefeated fighter like a Errol Spence deserved their get back. If they never lost, they undefeated, they lost their straps. I believe they deserve his get back. But looking at the history of the sport of boxing, people forget that rematches, not all rematches are immediate rematches. Not all rematches, immediate rematch. Yes, we have we was blessed with Canelo Alvarez and Triple G, the right away rematch. We was blessed with what's his name? Roberto Duran and Sugar Ray Leonard, the immediate rematch. Yeah, there's some immediate rematch and stuff like that, but that doesn't mean every rematch is immediate. It doesn't mean every rematch is immediate. And I know that, and you know, Errol Spence has expressed that he's in it for the money. I'm gonna tell you like this: all money ain't good money. All money is not good money. It's nothing wrong. It's nothing wrong for going back to the drawing board, get yourself acclimated in 154, have a camp in 154. I know you can make 154, and I know that Terrence Bud Crawford can make 154, but get a camp in. What's the rush? That fight is still there. And I believe that because you've given the opportunity to Terrence Bud Crawford is going to be an honorable man and give it a rematch if he's honorable. I believe that Terrence Bud Crawford is an honorable man. He told y'all leading up to the fight, he told the whole world that this fight happened because of Errol Spence. He gave him the opportunity. Terrence Bud Crawford said it loud and clear right after the fight. So I think that Terrence Bud Crawford, who has a reputation to be a man's man, a man of his word, I'm not going to say a man of his word because he did put a lot of the negotiations and still fought David Avenesian. So you don't know what Bud Crawford could do too. So matter of fact, I don't know the dude personally. I can't even say all of that. He seems like an honorable person. After the fact that what he said to Earl Spence, right? I believe that he will give him the rematch. I believe he understands that what. Take a get back. Let me get let me get money right here. Let me get something right here in the meantime and stuff like that. Maybe fight a Keith from Tom Thurman. Maybe fight a Boots Ennis, which I doubt. Maybe fight, go to the 154. And let me say this, though. Let me say this. If Terrence Bud Crawford, though, I'm going to say this. If Terrence Bud Crawford is looking to fight Jermell Charlo or looking to fight Canelo Alvarez, why not fight in the 154? Oh, that's all I'm saying. If Terrence Bud Crawford knows that he could beat Earl the True Spence from pillar to mother effing post, again, I'm gonna say it again. If you just started looking at the live right now, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people saying that. Well, not a lot of people. People, sad people, heartbroken people, bitter people, people that's holding a grudge of the ass whooping that Terrence Bud Crawford gave their favorite fighter, their favorite fighter, Earl Spence. He ain't no big fish. Tuna fish, Al9. I believe that Terrence Bud Crawford, if he's calling out Canelo and calling out Jermell Charlo, why wouldn't he fight Earl the True Spence in 154 and get acclimated with the camp, with the weight, and things of that nature? But let's not forget that Terrence Bud Crawford has to say so. Terrence Bud Crawford has to say so. Hold on. Let me put this right quick so y'all can understand what we're talking about today. Hold on. Terrence Crawford trainer partner Steven Nelson has suggested that Crawford is insisting the Earl Spence rematch happens at welterweight at 147 pounds or not at all. Contract allows first fight loser to activate rematch clause, but winner gets to decide second fight weight. We already know that coming into the fight. At the end of the day, why? Put it this way. And this is what I know, that Earl Spence wants the money. Now. Let me retract. Let me go back. Because I said, this is what I said earlier today when I saw a chat that says, NL said that Earl Spence deserved his get back. I understand that he deserved his get back. But I also said, NL, listen to me, NL. I understand he deserved his get back, right? Because he lost his titles. He deserves his get back because he was an undefeated champion and he lost his titles. What's good, Low Nose Boxing in the building? Everybody subscribe to my brother Low Nose Boxing Boricua in the building. What's good, bro? Michael Demps in the building. What's good from Minnesota? What's good, my brother? Shout out to Michael Demps, man. Can't wait till you turn pro so we could support that, so we could support your career to the fullest, my brother. I'm all good for a fighter that was undefeated, reigned as a champion with the credibility and the accolades that Earl Spence have attained and earned. I understand that. That's one loss. He's undefeated. I believe he should get his get back. But like I said, NL, Rapstar Boxing Knowledge, the voice of the UK, London. What's good, Rapstar Boxing Knowledge, the voice of the UK? I also said this. I all due respect. You should deserve your get back. But I also said because you lost your belts. Now, Earl Spence is not about trying to get his belt back. Earl Spence is not trying to become undisputed. See, Earl Spence wants the bag. He wants the bag. If you want your get back, it's because you lost something. You lost your straps. You lost your belts. You lost the opportunity to become undisputed. And that dream, remember, you still had a dream. That was your dream, Earl Spence. You made all these shirts. You about to get, you got Kell Brook, you got Ugas, you got Porter, you wanted Bud Crawford, so you could accomplish your dream to become welterweight undisputed. So your get back should be in 147. So I also understand that Bud Crawford don't need to fight you in 154. He got nothing there. He's not fighting for a strap. So you want the payday. But no. See, I get it. You want your get back, but get your get back at 147. Get your get back at 147. Get your strap back. That's what you lost. That's your legacy right there. I'm all good for Terrence Bud Crawford given the opportunity to Earl Spence to get his belt back. Not just to give you money, The opportunity that Errol Spence gave Bud Crawford was the opportunity to become undisputed. Terrence Bud Crawford wants to give him the same opportunity. Not just to fight me. Because there's nothing to gain for Terrence Bud Crawford. There's nothing to gain. So what he gonna do? Whoop your ass again? And this is what I said from the beginning. Jackie Hernandez, la reina de boxeo. Busco con los 10 pesos de super chari party que Jackie. I'm all for the get back, but it got to be because you lost something. And I remember I told y'all leading up to the fight. Kambosos can't say he don't want a rematch at 140. I told y'all leading up to the fight that remember after the weigh-in, and Terrence Bud Crawford said, no. I know Terrence Bud Crawford told Errol Spence, we making history. And Errol Spence said, yeah, and we making a lot of money. Bud Crawford and Errol Spence was in two different type of avenues, two different type of streets, two different type of mindset. The way that Terrence Bud Crawford beat Errol Spence is because he wanted the history. His mind was on history by any means necessary. The way that he came to the ring, the music, the everything, the aura, the eyes was focused on history, in which Errol Spence was just happy to make the money. And this is the reason why Errol Spence wants to fight Bud Crawford at 154, because it's really just about the money. It's not about glory. You remember during the press conference when even Brian Custis threw him something that ever since when we heard you in the Olympics, you said that you wanted to become a welterweight undisputed, and Errol Spence told Brian Custis, who told you that? That wasn't me. I said I wanted to make money. Errol Spence don't want to get back. See, Errol Spence just want to get his ass whooping and get paid. Let's be real. Let's be honest. Listen to Errol Spence. Errol Spence ain't trying to do no type of legacy fight. He don't worry about legacy no more. He worrying about the moolah of money. And sometimes all money ain't good money. All money ain't good money. I get it. This is prize fighting. I get it. This is prize fighting. Go get yours. I want all fighters to be compensated very, very well. But let's be real. Let's be honest. Errol Spence want the paper, want the money, want the moolah, want the green, want the ching ching, want the bling bling. Errol Spence is not on the type of time of Terrence Bud Crawford. Two different type of mindset, two different type of mentality. Two different type of mentality. Low Nose Boxer said Teo versus Kambosos Part 2. We'll see. Maybe. If he can't get Tank in the ring, if he can't get Bud Crawford in the ring, maybe Bud Crawford saying, I'm going to stay at 147 and let Teofimo Lopez petition to the WBO for me to fight, for him to get a chance. And I believe that would be another money fight for Bud Crawford. Oh, yeah, baby. Low Nose Boxer saying Teo versus Kambosos. This is what I'm saying to Low Nose Boxer. Low Nose Boxer, this is what I'm saying right here. Hold on. Give me a second. Hold on. Give me a second. Yeah, this is what we want. We don't want that Kambosos. We moved away from Kambosos already. Well, let me take this thing out. Hold on. This is what we want. Teo versus Bud. Duran versus Leonard. All over again. Roberto Duran versus Sugar Ray Leonard. 140. Lineal King versus Terrence Bud Crawford. Undisputed Lineal King. This is what we want. This is boxing. This is tradition. Ladies and gentlemen. This is tradition. Huh? You heard what Teo said on Punch Drunk Boxing? You heard what Teo said? Teo said, man, I want the winner, Errol Spence and Bud Crawford. I want the winner. Yeah. Oh, y'all think he crazy. Well, damn it. Crazy is good when it comes to the sport of boxing. Crazy is good. This is realistic right here. This is realistic. Don't bring that garbage of Teofimo Lopez versus Kambosos. Don't bring that garbage. Teo wants greatness. Teo want to move up like the Jeffersons. Moving on up to the east side, to the deluxe apartment in the sky. Yeah. Teofimo Lopez all about legacy. He ain't looking backwards. He's moving on up. It's the reason why he petitioned the WBO. He won greatness. He want greatness. He want greatness. What you talking about, Rip Roberto Duran? What you talking about, man? No. What was that? What you mean? Hold on. You do something I don't know? You something I don't know? Don't play like that, man. Don't play like that. It's what we want. Hey, yo, Lowe's, man, why you spamming like that, man? Come on, man. Quit that, man. Don't spam like that, man. Trolls do that. Why you spamming like that? Versus Bud 147, Bud versus Boot 147, Bud versus. Come on, man. Don't spam like that. That's what trolls do, man. Relax. Randy. Con la bandera de República Dominicana. Yes, Rapstar, I'm going to send the link. I'm going to send the link in 2 minutes. In two minutes, I'm going to send the link. We're going to be chopping it up. We're going to be talking about, let's say, Randy. Con la bandera de República Dominicana. Hey. Dímelo, Randy, qué pelea que queremos ver. Take it easy, ¿verdad, Joe? Take it easy. ¿Qué le pasa a este tigre? Let's go. Randy in the building. Shout out to one of the members of Ponce Drunken Boxeo. Pero no. DJ Camelo, Alex Sensation, págame la música. Seguimos trabajando aquí. Let's go. Who y'all want? Y'all really want Terrence Bud Crawford? Y'all want Bud Crawford to fight Earl Spence? You know it's gonna be the same. You know that Terrence Bud Crawford is gonna whip Earl Spence from pillar to post. You know that, He's saving Earl Spence's life. He's saving and doing him a favor. You remember when Bud Crawford was whooping Earl Spence, and then the bell rang, and Bud Crawford felt sorry. That was the 7th round. I remember, because the 8th round, I said, "Oh, yo, it looked like Bud Crawford took a light. It looked like Bud Crawford was being nice. It looked like Bud Crawford had a heart." After the 7th round, when he told like this, "Hey, yo, you okay? You okay, brother? You okay, brother?" He told Earl Spence, "You okay?" before he's getting in Earl Spence's dancing salsa back in the corner. You saw that? Y'all saw that? Y'all really want that ass whooping once again. See, that's what it is, because in this community, I understand. Peep this. In this community, the people that was pumping Deontay Wilder was the same people that's pumping the Earl Spence. When Deontay Wilder fell off, they got Earl Spence as their poster boy. Now, Earl Spence lost. Now, some of these people are talking about Devin the Dream Haney, and he gonna fall off maybe too if he fights Shakur Stevenson, because Shakur Stevenson gonna do the same thing that Devin Haney, what Terrence Bud Crawford did to Earl Spence. I'm gonna tell you like this. Oh yes, yes sir. Yes, sir. So don't, y'all no wonder he ran from a Shakur Stevenson. Oh man, hold on. Give me 1 second. 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 Y'all want that rematch? Bud Crawford is ducking Earl Spence at 154 because we all knew that Earl Spence was drained, and we all knew that he was snack. I'm gonna say it like this: if y'all so worried about Terrence Bud Crawford being a snack, how about Earl Spence go online and purchase the powder, the oil from Snack? How about that? How about that? If y'all think that it was Snack, how about Earl Spence go to the Snack website, get himself some Snack product, and then it's gonna be even. If that's what y'all think. If y'all think it was a snack, how about look? Go to the website, tell Earl to choose Spence and get the same shit that Earl that Bud Crawford is getting. How about that? It's not like you can't go to the website. Go to the website, Earl Spence. Go get your little snackety snack. Go get it. You know, Bud Crawford, you know, some boost. And I said, oh, I got a potential to fight. I got a potential to fight. Bud Crawford. Shit, let me get that snack right before. Come on, yo, low nose boxing. Come on, brother. Come on. Stop with the spam, bro. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. That's too much, bro. That's too much, man. That's what trolls do. Come on. Don't hijack the host chat with the same shit, bro. What is it? You got your computer is effed up? Let me send the link. You're gonna be flooding the whole shit with that bullshit. Oh. Send the chair. Let me send. Let me call this man dad. Probably his button is stuck or something like that. His button is all stuck. Rapstar Boxing 9 is the voice of the UK, London, bruv, man.
What's going on, brethren? You all right, mate?
What's good? What the hell is wrong with you, low nose boxer? What is wrong with you, spamming the whole chat? What's wrong with you, man? Acting like a damn troll.
You know, I feel like trolling today, but I'm talking real talk. You know what I want to see? I want to see a Super 6 at 140 pounds. Teofimo Lopez stay busy fight against George Kambosos Jr. The winner of that fights the winner of Devin Haney versus Regis
Can I stop you there, though, Low Nose Boxing? Let me just say something, right? He came with the same thing yesterday in my channel.
I'm pushing that.
Let me finish. Yeah, let me finish. I like Low Nose Boxing because I know he ain't a troll. And I also like Low Nose Boxing because I can see he got some good kind of energy. He's a normal person. I don't see no crazy shit in his brain when he speaks to me. But this shit that he been preaching, I told him, ain't Teofimo Lopez got to do big things now? He's a super champion. He don't need to look at shit. Let me finish, bro. It's a personal fucking vendetta that Low Nose Boxing has got against Kambosos, right? And when you're personal, it's emotions. We got to look at the future of Teofimo, where he is at. And this Kambosos is at 135. You can't expect Kambosos to just go and jump up and down because Teofimo wants
Ain't nobody want that fucking fight.
Here's my thing.
That nigga.
Who's this,
Here's
bro?
my thing. Here's my thing.
Who's cutting me up, bruv, like this, bro? I'm speaking and you guys can't even be men about it. Everybody's just jumping on everybody's fucking
That wasn't me. Who was that? With the M. With the M. What's up, man? What's your name?
No, respect to everyone but Punch. I'm just letting you know. Teofimo don't need to go looking back.
That's not looking back, bro. That's staying busy. Now.
This Kambosos is something that you're bringing Teo back in time.
That's staying busy, rap. That's a high price. Let me tell you why I preach this fight.
Lost his last 3 fights.
So what? Margarito lost. No, Margarito got knocked out twice, and he still got him to go call a rematch. Fuck that.
But that's what
this is a high price. This is a high. Hear me out, Punch. This is a high. This is a big payday for a stay busy fight, and this is a fight that's gonna. We all know that. Can we all agree that Teo is at his best when he's motivated, right? If he fights Barboza, he's not going to be motivated.
Teofimo is not motivated for Kambosos.
Yes, he is.
Teofimo doesn't listen. Bro, listen, you don't know nothing about Teofimo, bro. Teofimo cannot get up out of his fucking bed for Kambosos. You need to throw Teofimo in the winner. You need to throw Teofimo in the winner of Regis and Haney. He'll shine. I need to get Teofimo.
But he got to be busy, bro.
Terrence Bud Crawford. He'll shine. Stop looking at these dumb things,
But he needs to be busy, rap. He needs to be busy, bro.
Yeah, I know, but busy is not your that's a personal vendetta for you.
No, Regis, listen, Teo said
I agree, Low Nose. That's a personal vendetta because I support Teo. I don't think he should get that get back. We all saw what he did to Josh Taylor. He's moving on up. He's the lineage. Why is he got to look backwards?
I'm going to tell you why.
Why does he got to give a guy that we all know lost his last 3 fights a payday?
I'm gonna tell you why.
That's all his clout.
I'm gonna tell you why though, Punch. There's nobody else. There's nobody left right now. We gotta be realistic. Let's be realistic. Teofimo Lopez is still with Top Rank. That's the bottom line, right?
Okay,
Top Rank has 3 fighters. They have 3 fighters for him. They have Jose Ramirez, which I like. I like that fight. Don't get me wrong. I love that fight. I don't want to honor Barboza because Teofimo might go in there.
Not Top Rank no more.
All right. Well, so Jose Ramirez is all they got, right? I'm okay with that. If they give us Jose Ramirez, Teofimo, I'm okay with that. The point is, I want Teofimo to be active. I want him to be in the ring in December. Let's be realistic. Ryan Garcia is not happening in December. Terrence Crawford is not happening in December. Devin Haney is already fighting Regis. Tank is not fighting Field.
Who say he got a fight?
Heisman night, bro. Heisman night. Make that fight.
But if he could secure a big fight for February 10th, Super Bowl weekend, remember?
Okay.
I reported it, and also Bob Arum clarified it, right? Bob Arum
Who's
said
we're
looking on 2 dates. We're looking at Super Bowl weekend and look at the Heisman night. I'm saying if it's a Jose Ramirez fight that he could get in Heisman,
that's
night,
bigger.
Cool.
That's bigger.
Cool. He could get that. I like that fight. You know what I'm saying?
I like that fight too.
I like that fight. But I like that fight more than just the George Kambosos fight.
So do I.
Okay, then. But if he could get a big fight, he's due his respect. He needs to do some big money fight too. I believe if he could get, there's 3 fighters I'd rather see him fight. Next is Tank, is Bud, or is Ryan. Get that February 10th Super Bowl, and it's gonna be bigger than ever. I know Teofimo Lopez get up for big fights, fights.
Now we gotta look at this though. Who's really gonna be ready by then? All right, Terrence Crawford will be ready by February, right? But you and I both know that.
No, he could be ready by December too. Nah, but not December, but February.
Bob Arum is not gonna put his guy in there with Terrence Crawford, knowing that Terrence Crawford left Top Rank on a bad note. You and I both know that. Another thing,
it's all about money. Bob Arum never take anything personal. Bob Arum, if you look at the history of Bob Arum, he don't take nothing personal.
It's more realistic than Bud versus Canelo.
Now Tank versus Teo, that's available, but does Tank team want that fight? I highly doubt it. Ryan Garcia, for me personally, Ryan Garcia needs to get a win. If Ryan Garcia gets a belt, because the rumor is that Ryan Garcia is in discussion with the guy, I don't even know his name, the guy that Rolly was supposed to fight. Who?
From
Ohio Davies. Ohio Davies. Yeah. If Ryan Garcia can take that belt, then I'm all for the Teo fight, because now the Teo fight looks better than Tank, because Teo's going to fight him at 140. He could use the same narrative that Floyd used when he fought Cotto. He's going to say, I'm going to fight Ryan. Wait, hear me out. He's going to say, I'm going to fight Ryan at 140 pounds, no restrictions, with a belt, opposed to Tank weight draining him. I don't want Teo to fight Ryan coming off of a knockout. I don't want that. If Ryan can get a belt and redeem himself, fight Teo at 140 with a new trainer, Derek James, and if Teo beats him, which he should, that looks better than Tank's win. That's all I'm saying about Ryan.
Let Maru get his take. Talk to us, brother.
My bad. At least Teo going up, face Crawford, more realistic fight than Bud versus Canelo.
I like that fight. Lo, why you trying to withhold his greatness, man? Why you trying to put a cap on
but
him?
you know what it is, Punch. You know, Low Nose does make a lot of sense about this. He goes, I don't like the way that this new fan base are throwing fighters to go up in weight because Canelo started all this, right? He does make a lot of sense. He goes, I only want to respect the fighters who clean up within their own divisions before they're trying to go up as well.
Exactly.
I kind of understand that, though. There is a lot to do within your own division, within your own house. You keep going up and down, you can't go down again. It's not good for you to go down again.
Exactly.
Right?
No,
Boxing did make a lot of sense. He goes that fighters today are trying to look for big events, big time money. But when there's so much action within your own division, you've got to recognize you need to clean up there.
But then that's wait. That defeats the purpose, because what Lono's Boxing is also saying is that Teofimo Lopez next to fight George Kambosos. George Kambosos not 140, so you don't care about him clearing.
No, but he's
wait. So you don't exactly. So you don't care about Teofimo Lopez cleaning up the 140. What you care about is the get back. And everybody look, even the people that's not supportive of Teofimo Lopez, the way that he did Josh Taylor already told the people that he wasn't right versus George Kambosos. Minus the excuses, whatever. But Teofimo Lopez is about being great, doing great things. Matias is not available to fight, right? He's not available to fight.
He got a mandatory.
Regis Prograis is not available to fight. So to clear the 140-pound division right now, the people that you want him to fight that are champions that he could unify are not available. So why not fight guys like Ryan Garcia, make money? Why not fight maybe Jose Ramirez if they can't get the big fight with Ryan Garcia, Tank or Bud? Get Jose Ramirez, a former unified champion, 140-pound division, only lost one time. So get that fight. I don't know George Kambosos right now. Let that be the last guy. They can't get nobody. All right, George Kambosos, let's get this money if you want to move up to the 140. But he shouldn't be chasing no George Kambosos.
Okay, Punch. Here's my thing. With the reason why I say George Kambosos is this. If the fight's for February, then I agree with you. I don't want Kambosos. But if he's going to fight in December, based on what's available, Kambosos is a stay busy fight, or Jose Ramirez. Jose Ramirez will be a nice name on his resume. That will be the third unified champion he would have beaten. I'm not hell bent on Kambosos, but if he's going to fight in December,
you spamming it.
Well, yeah, because first of all, I want our guy to be active. If he's going to fight in December in New York City, you know it's not going to be pay-per-view. What's the biggest possible fight for ESPN? Regular ESPN, not pay-per-view, that's going to get the most views. I guarantee you Kambosos will bring in more views than Jose Ramirez. Is he a better fighter than Ramirez? No. But it'll bring in a lot more views. Kambosos will sell the shit out of that fight. Teofimo Lopez will be motivated to go in there and beat Gordo. And I guarantee you, Teofimo Lopez at 100%, this will be like another Mayweather versus Arturo Gatti. And for his personal sake, why not? Why not, bro?
Teofimo Lopez last night was with who? Oscar De La
Hoya and his baby.
They're going to make that Ryan fight.
Oscar De La Hoya. Let's go. Make the big fight. Ryan is about the big fight, right?
Yeah, but if Ryan is fighting Ohio Davis, whatever his name is, in December, Ryan's not going to be ready for February, right? Devin Haney or Regis Prograis is not going to be ready by February, right?
So let's push greatness. Let's push greatness.
I don't want Crawford.
Why you don't want Crawford? Why you? No. Say the truth. Say the truth. You think that Crawford is going to beat the shit out of Teofimo Lopez? That's what it is.
I'm gonna tell you for one reason. I'm gonna say like what Rap Star said.
Trying to babysit Tio because I don't babysit Tio.
He's a realist.
Hear me out. Like what Rap Star said. Guys moving up and down. Look at Canelo. Since Canelo's been moving up and moved back down, Canelo's not the same. Canelo looked like dog shit in training. He might get beat by Charlo, to be honest with you, because of moving up and down the weight. If Teofimo Lopez moves up and fights Terrence Crawford, and let's be realistic, it's a winnable fight for Teofimo, but it's also a dangerous fight for Tio. And he won't just get beat. He'll get brutally stopped. Just like Gamboa did. And then he's
why you don't want Tio.
And then he's gonna go back down. And then he's gonna go back down to 140 and he's gonna get destroyed by everybody else. That's what happens, bro.
That's why you don't want Tio.
He don't need it, bro.
You babysitting
Tio. He don't need it. Yeah, but look at Crawford.
You're not a believer.
No. But look at Crawford. Crawford's chasing the mega big risky fight now.
You want that though. You want 3 divisions. No, low nose boxing. You want 3 divisions up. But that's not dangerous for Crawford.
No. Listen, what I'm trying to tell you, Punch. What I'm saying is Crawford is doing it now because Crawford cleaned out his whole shit already. Let Teofimo clean out his whole shit when he's ready to take that big gamble like Sugar Ray Leonard did after he handled his business. Let him move up and fucking fight Tyson Fury for all I fucking care. But let him handle his division. He got Devin Haney. He got Tank Davis. He got Subriel Matisse. He got Regis Prograis. He got Shakur Stevenson. He got Ryan Garcia. But you want him to move up and fight Crawford. Let Crawford fight Boots, bro. I'm tired of that shit, bro.
Those are not available right now. And the biggest fight, and the biggest fight that will do a crossover promotion is the Ryans and the Tanks and the Bud. Why not?
But right now, nah, man. I don't want the Bud fight.
Why not?
He don't need Bud. He doesn't need Bud. Bud's the one chasing people right now.
He don't need Bud. He wants Bud. Canelo Alvarez don't need Bud either.
Let Bud fight Boots.
Bud don't need Canelo.
Let Bud fight Boots.
Why? What Boots is done?
Let Bud fight Thurman then.
Who's done more? Boots or Tio?
All right. Thurman and Crawford. I'm pushing that. Bud versus Thurman. We got the answer. That's it. Bud versus Thurman.
I would like that fight.
I'm with that too because that's part of his era. You gotta fight all the guys in your era. Floyd Mayweather doubled back and he eventually fought Miguel Cotto. That's his era. You know what I'm saying? Everybody fights the guys in their era. Clean your era up, bro. Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney.
You know something? I'll tell you something though. I'm gonna stop here. You know, remember you told me last week from one fight that Crawford is now, people feel he's Terminator because of one fight, yeah?
Yeah.
And you remember some of these guys are saying, man, he's only had one fight. The
Mhm.
guy's only had one fight and you're going on like he can beat everyone. It happens in boxing, right?
Yeah.
The same Teofimo that came against Loma and Josh and the same Crawford that came against Velasquez, I can see that Teo can handle himself there.
Me too.
I believe Teo can do really well if he's focused, he's fast, he's very educated. That this Crawford we're seeing now, it just makes everybody feel like he's Superman. You get it?
He better not drop
Hey,
his hands.
look what it showed me. Look at what it showed. If we're talking about if it was Teofimo Lopez right after the Lomachenko fight, and I'll say I want Teo versus Crawford. Nah, that never would have came out my mouth. That never came out my mouth. The thing is, he beat the man, the king, the morally undisputed at the time, Josh Taylor. He beat the guy that beat Jose Ramirez. He beat the guy that beat Regis Progress. Now, of course, we're not trying to give this triangle theory, but in the end of the day, we all know who was the man, and it was Josh
He beat
Taylor.
a proven guy.
He
beat a proven guy.
That's why he's the lineal. That's why he's the lineal
Yeah.
champion, right?
He was
Okay,
proven.
so what I'm saying is, it's not like out of the blue or out of whack for me to say Teo versus Bud. Bud is 147, and put it this way. If his team, which the report is saying, hold on, this is his guy. Let me read it again. If his team is insinuated that Bud Crawford wants to stay in 147, why not? There's only a few names in 147 that he could fight. Let me read it again. Terrence Bud Crawford trainer partner Steven Nelson has suggested that Crawford is insisting the Earl Spence rematch happens at 147. That means he ain't even trying to go to 154 or not at all. Contract allows first fight loser to activate rematch clause, but when it gets to decide the second fight, wait. All right, that means Bud Crawford is still comfortable in 147. You know what I'm saying? Teofimo Lopez petition for the WBO. He's a super champion now. Let the man go for greatness, just like Bud Crawford feel like he wants to go Canelo Alvarez and go for greatness. I think it's good for boxing. I think it's a big fight. I think it's a legitimate fight for Bud Crawford and Teofimo Lopez. And I think
I'm gonna be honest with you, Punch.
The last
I'm gonna be honest
145
with you,
lineal, the last 140 lineal, the last 147 lineal, Bud Crawford, Teofimo Lopez. Let's go, baby. Roberto Duran, Sugar Ray Leonard. Let's go. Don't fight in low-nose boxing. I'm not fighting.
What I will say is this. I'm gonna go on the limb to say that if Teofimo Lopez were to move up and beat Bud Crawford, even though Bud is 36 years old and Sugar Ray was 20-something, to me that would be bigger. Okay, that will be bigger than Roberto Duran beat Sugar Ray Leonard because Teo will be doing that in 21 fights as a big underdog, and Bud Crawford already being established because Duran beat Sugar Ray Leonard before Sugar Ray Leonard beat his arch nemesis in Tommy Hearn. So this will be Teo beating Bud after Bud already became the king and number one pound for pound. That will be actually bigger. That will be the biggest win any Latino fighter has ever had in the sport of boxing. If Teofimo Lopez can pull that off.
Biggest win.
The biggest Latin win any Latin fighter's ever had.
Biggest win.
The biggest win ever for Latin boxing was.
It could be all boxers. It could be all boxers. It could be all elite boxers.
That would be the biggest win any fighter probably. I'm not gonna say moving up in weight because he's only moving up one weight class. So Duran's thing is still a little bit bigger, but it will still be one of the biggest wins any fighter's ever had moving up. Especially the fact that people don't even think Teo got a chance.
I agree with that as well, but then I disagree because you got to remember Sugar Ray Leonard was the multi-golden boy. They were putting millions in him from them days of the 80s. This Sugar Ray Leonard was something so big, it was unbelievable. When Roberto Duran came up in weight, that was the biggest thing in the life that a Latino man can come and beat a man like that. And because that was not made for Duran to beat him, bro. That was Sugar Ray Leonard being at a higher weight, and they bring Duran up. Duran is a beast. I gotta be honest. Duran is something special, bro. Every time I see that guy from the lightweight, he was something different. Low nose boxing.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is the reason why I say it would be bigger because even though Sugar Ray Leonard came in with the Olympic accolades, Sugar Ray Leonard prior to fighting Roberto Duran had just won the belt from Wilfredo Benitez. And probably had maybe one or two titles defenses. So if Teofimo were to move up and fight Bud, he would fight Bud Crawford as already an established 3-division champion, already an established 2-time undisputed champion. coming
Which
off of
makes
the
it
greatest
greater.
win. No, it would. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It will
That's
make
what
it
I mean.
greater.
So why talk yourself out of it? Why?
Because he doesn't need it, though. That's why.
What do you mean he don't need it?
He got guys in his division, bro.
Put it this way: nobody that dares to be great needs to do it. That's why it's dare to be great, because they really don't need to do it. They really don't need to do it. Mikey Garcia didn't have to fight Earl of True Spence. You know what I'm saying? Roberto Duran didn't have to fight Sugar Ray Leonard. They didn't have to go up there. You know what I'm saying? Jamel Charlo don't have to go out there and fight Canelo Alvarez. He would have fought Canelo Alvarez. Nobody would have shamed Canelo Alvarez not to fight Jamel Charlo.
But you know what the problem is, my brother? I think Punch, the problem is that Crawford's got a lot of options slowly coming ahead of him as well. Like, he got the option of the rematch to make multi-millions. Then he got the option of Jamel Charlo, which is another massive fight. And then he got trying to get the Canelo fight. So I think that Crawford has got multi-big deals that he's trying to trap and trying to get to. But my thing is this. Somebody told me yesterday, Crawford better not get too clever for his own ass. He's not signed to PBC. No. If he fucking doesn't want to fight this rematch, he can't just be a boss thinking he can go get Canelo and this, that, the other. He could get blackballed if he doesn't play the game right. What do you think about that?
Look, what I'm saying, this is what I'm saying. I mean, Bud Crawford does got to play. Ain't nobody never going to beat the system of boxing.
You can't beat the system, right?
Nobody
you
never
play
going to beat
with someone,
right? Boxers come and go. This is a tight knit. The way that boxing is run is not overseen by governors or government, whatever, stuff like that. What I'm saying is this. We're talking about, this is a traditional dare to be great. We're talking about the most accomplished of this era. If I put a poll and I said, who's the most accomplished of this young era? I think more, and I've done it before. Teofimo Lopez, the most accomplished of this young era. We always talk about passing of the torch, whatever. Bud Crawford is probably the most accomplished of his era. I'm minus Canelo Alvarez, but of his era, he's one of the most accomplished. He's pound for pound number one. Like I said again, is the last lineal at 135, the last lineal at 140 was Bud Crawford, Teofimo Lopez. The last lineal and the best performance of this year, leading up to a fight, the best performance of this year is 3 performances. Is Bud Crawford versus Earl Spence, Teo versus Josh Taylor, Inoue versus Fulton.
I agree.
I think, no, but to be fair, I think in a way, yeah, but Punch, let's keep it real.
It leads up to a mega fight.
Performance is number, I say Inoue's number 1 or 2, Crawford's number, and I say Teo's after them. Because those two came out and destroyed their opponents as well.
But the difference between them and Teo was the underdog.
Thank you. I was going to say that.
Teo. They said that he's mentally ill, that he's not ready, he's not prepared for this fight. That he's going to get that Josh said was going to wipe him out.
That's the best Teo you need when
so that win is more significant. Remember, in the sport of boxing, you get the ultimate respect when you exceed the expectations. He exceeded the expectation. A lot of people knew that was going to be Stephen Fulton. Maybe not in that performance. The favorite
Americans felt like Fulton was going to win.
The favorite was Inoue and the favorite was Terrence Bud Crawford. They both won. They didn't do nothing that we didn't think they was going to do. The outcome was the outcome. They got the W. Now the performance was extraordinary, but we all knew that they was going to beat the guy that was in front of them. A lot of people didn't think that Teofimo Lopez was going to beat Josh Taylor, which makes it better.
I just got to say this though. Inoue did go up in weight, low nose boxing as well, and he went against.
He was a favorite though,
and he was and they were coming in my channel for 5 months. Punch. Oh, Inoue needs to fight a black American skillful fighter, bro. You guys ain't seen shit. You know, there's always that he needs to do this and he needs to do that. Well, he came and did it, and he did it fucking in style to the point where Fulton was coming up where the people were coming up with excuses. I was a little bit disheartened when Nonito and Rachel came and they were taking it away from Inoue and say, well, you know, he has his own ways of how to bandage his hands. And they even made him do that. And still, you see the way that he shut them all up. Like,
I love the win.
Listen, Punch, I'll tell you what, people don't want to give Inoue his flowers, bro. They don't want to give him his flowers because for some reason, I don't know what it is. They feel like him taking over is making the world of boxing look bad in America. What do you think about that?
My fault. Answer that because
I said people don't want to give him his flowers this in a way, right? I explained
I think he got all
Nonito Donaire. Like we love Nonito Donaire, but he was Like, you know, they didn't want to give him his flowers.
I mean, they lost to them. That's what it is. Of course,
Okay.
they could be a little bit bitter and stuff like that.
It happens in boxing, right?
It happens in boxing, you know. So
Your point, I agree with what you said though. Teo pulled that performance out as an underdog. And remember earlier during the year when all three of us were having a conversation, and you said that if Teo beats Josh, he's back on the pound for pound list. And me at the time, I said even if he beats Josh, I'm not putting him on the list because he got to show consistency. However, he won the fight in fashion that I didn't even think he would win the way he won. I thought it would be, I had faith that he would win, but I thought it would be a close fight. I thought it would be a tough fight. You know what I'm saying? The way he dominated Josh Taylor, he made him look like a C-class fighter with the exception of maybe 2 rounds.
Hey, let me just say
So,
something. HLD, you live off my name. Soon as I talk, rap stars talking cap, you live off me, motherfucker. Pussy, bitch ass, old motherfucking dirty little mental piece of shit. Come over here, you dirty old cunt.
Damn, nigga.
Listen, HLD is a scumbag, a racist little piece of shit. Let me tell you something.
Come on, guys, man.
Wait. You never come to my channel, so you don't know what anybody said. Unless you're peeping like a peeping Tom, like a stalker on my channel. That's on you.
Model DK, what you feel? What you feel about the
dirty
the
old piece of shit?
What you feel about it? Who you think Bud Crawford should fight next?
It's entertaining.
Who you think he should fight next?
But what? My internet's ass.
Are you come to my channel? Did you watch it? I thought you don't come to my channel, you old fuck. Pussy.
About who Bud should fight?
About Bud Crawford. Bud Crawford. If you want to stay in 147, you know what I'm saying? His team, his boy is saying that Bud Crawford wants to fight in 147. He's not gonna go move up to 154 to fight Errol Spence. Then who he should fight at 147? And it gives him what he wants. He said he's not gonna be here for long. Of course, he wants the money. I'm saying if he wants the money, 147, I think a Thurman fight equates for the money the way that he's gonna promote it. I'm not saying that Boots Ennis, I like the fight, but Boots Ennis is not even bringing any type of legacy. And let's be real, we know Boots, but outside of it, a lot of people don't know who Boots is. But Teofimo Lopez is coming from a relevant win. He got the best accolades. You know what I'm saying? He's the linear 140. If he moves up, it's there to be great. And I think it's a money fight. I think they're both relevant at this time, and they're at the peak. They're at the peak of their career. Why not that fight? What do you think, DK?
I mean, I'm 16. I'm not fucking stupid. Spence gave Bud the chance to fight at 147 for all of his titles. And Spence should not be a pussy. And let Bud do the same. Titles comes with money, bro. When he retire, he gonna get all that money. He gonna get sponsorships. He gonna get all that legacy.
Look, Bud's gonna do what he's got to do. He's gonna feel himself. He's a bit arrogant. He's got the ego now. It's gonna be what he needs to do. But there was no contract saying that if the fight rematches at 154, Bud has to sign that fight. That wasn't in the contract, right? So that if the fighter decides to move to 154, it's up to Bud now if he wants to entertain that, right, Punch?
Yeah, it's up to Bud. Yep, it's up to Bud.
He doesn't have, there was nothing in the contract with fine lines saying that Bud has to fight Errol at 154 in the rematch, or vice versa for each fighter, was there?
And that's what I'm saying. If Errol Spence really wanted to get that get back, I'm good for the get back. But I also say that I'm good for the get back if you lose your title to get your titles back. You deserve as an undefeated fighter to get the opportunity to get your titles back if he was an undefeated fighter and reigned in that respective division. You know what I'm saying? I believe that. But if Errol Spence is not trying to get his title back, then then you're not really trying to get your get back. Your get back is to get your titles back. You know what I'm saying? Deontay Wilder's get back is to get his titles back at heavyweight. Anthony Joshua's get back to fight Anthony Ruiz to get his title back. Now, but Errol Spence wants to fight Bud Crawford in that type of and the performance that he gave. What? No, you just want money. You don't want your get back. You don't want a legacy. You don't want to become undisputed. That was your dream. You want the money. I'm good with Bud Crawford staying at 147 and giving probably somebody else a chance to dare to be great, in my opinion.
Yo, real quick, shout out to somebody in the chat, John Carabello. Yo, shout out, brother, for agreeing with me, man. As far as Errol Spence, I've never seen a rematch of a fight that was so one-sided. I'm not saying that he doesn't deserve it, because he does deserve it just for fighting him. And I've seen rematches where the guy that lost the first fight got his get back, but I've never seen a rematch from a fight that was so one-sided like this one. Imagine a
What
Turo
about
Gotti versus
Deontay
Kuwait
Wilder
Part
and
2.
Tyson Fury in the
That's
second fight?
different.
That was
The second
one-sided.
fight, yeah. But even then, it wasn't even like this because Wilder still knocked him down twice in
Not
the
in the
first
second
fight.
fight. Wilder got beaten to pillar to post in the second
Yeah,
fight.
but Wilder
Wilder
had
didn't
to.
do shit in the second fight.
Yeah, but Wilder still got to equalize it. He did better the third fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the second
Wilder
fight
has
he
the
got beaten
equalizer.
up bad.
He did, but I'm just trying to tell you though, Errol Spence still got beat up worse than Deontay Wilder because Deontay Wilder was doing some good work in the first round. You know what I'm saying? Errol Spence wasn't winning out 5 seconds of that fight, bro. He got beat up very, very bad to the point where he might not ever be the same. I've never seen a fighter take a loss like this and come back and win in a rematch. If Errol Spence, I'm gonna go on the limb again. If Errol Spence comes back and beats Terrence Crawford, this will be the biggest rematch revenge that I've ever seen in boxing. That's my opinion.
Wow.
I got shout out to El Rod. Bud has no interest in Spence. Bud just wants the Canelo winner. Yeah, but I don't think that Spence really interested in really to attain legacy with Bud. Yo,
What the fuck, nigga?
mira este pato. Pato sucio, mira este tigre, ese pato, mira este palomo.
What's happening? What did I see right now?
Fellas, this is why I don't open up panels, bro. Yeah, mira, yo, Punch, open up the panel. Ve la suciedad que hay aquí I'm telling you, bro, the boxing community got mental illness people, bro. ¿Viste ese tigre?
Wow.
Hey, Punch, do you think? Hey, Punch, do you think? You guys are fun.
Palomo sucio, pariguayo. Oh, man, these people, man, try to fuck the channel.
Hey, Punch,
up,
do
man.
you think some people from the back end, like Al Heyman's people or any people around that business atmosphere around Canelo, could have reached out to Crawford's people and say, look, Canelo's happy to entertain your fight in the near future. Just keep on standby. Do you think that's what's made Bud and his team feel like, hey, man, we got big things coming up. We need to get that check?
Depending if in the back end, yeah, he's dealing with Al Heyman and stuff like that. If Al Heyman is advising him and shit like that, like, I mean, remember, look, Bud got all the belts. He don't even got to sign with nobody because he got power. You know what I'm saying? He don't got to sign. You know, he could just deal with the network himself. He can just deal with Steven Espinoza, Paramount himself. But
he have to get the fights too.
But I know that Bud Crawford's not going to flip the bill, so he got to talk to guys like Al Heyman. He got to talk to TGP and things of that nature.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is he must have some kind of information where he's happy to just say, fuck the rematch. That's not even worth my time now. I got big things coming up ahead of me. I already got information. I can get these fights. Can he get blackballed? Or does he have do you think this time he's going to make sure that he's not going to be on the outline? He's got something he's going to put together before he moves on like that.
Alma. God bless you, Alma. Appreciate you, Alma. How you doing?
Do you think he could get blackballed?
Nah, not with the titles.
He's got too
He's
much
not gonna
power.
get blackballed. He's gonna facilitate. He's gonna do good business. He's gonna do what benefits him. You know, it's all business. I don't think he's gonna get blackballed with all the titles. He can't. You know what I'm saying?
They'll just be feeding him mandatories. What's going on, Punch?
HLD in the building, man. Even HLD. What's good?
HLD, what up, bro?
What's going on, man? I don't know. How can anybody be blackballed when they got all the belts for mandatories? Just a stupid perspective, not knowing the game. He'll be fed mandatories and mandatories. Now the bottom line is there's not a bigger fight for him right now at 147 to get paid than Errol Spence. Now the thing is, he's not going to stay at 147. We all know that. And I tagged you what he said even after the fight, Punch. What'd he say? Yo, it's hard for me to make 147. And yeah, we'll do this fight at 154. He said that post-fight.
So he's ready to go to 160, 168 for Charlo, but he don't want to
fight. He ain't gonna do that either.
I do think.
Yeah, but he's saying to everybody, Punch, that I'm ready to go to 160, 168.
He could do all that, but at 147,
154,
at 147, he has no other big fight that's gonna make him payday.
But
There
one
isn't.
thing is he's willing to do that for others. Why not just do that for the rematch punch?
And I agree with you. Bud should fight him at 154 because being that Bud wants to move up in weight, at least he could use the Errol Spence rematch as some form of an acclamation fight at a bigger weight class. So if he fights Errol Spence at 154, if he's really going to fight the winner of Canelo Charlo, he's only going to be jumping 2 weight classes rather than 1 weight class. So I think Bud should fight Errol Spence at 154.
My thing is with the whole is principle. I don't know how you guys roll, but I roll on principle. The man said at post fight, yeah, we can do this at 154. It's hard for me to make 147. So if he already put that out there, honor your word, man. Your word is bond. Now, does he get compensated accordingly? Of course.
I think, but looking at the track records, let's be real, let's be honest. Looking at the track records, Bud Crawford is probably not a man in his word like that. Let's not forget that.
I know that. That's what I'm saying.
He agreed, and then pulled out and went to be a kid.
That's why I have a problem with Bud. Not about his fighting skills, but all the fuckery that he be doing. He did all that fuckery last year. He did all that fuckery. He gave his word over here, and he should go, hey, do it. Just get it done with, bro. I mean, like, do I think he's gonna win again? Yes. But honor your fucking word, my man. That's
154. I'm with that. I'm with 154. Fuck it. Fight him at 154. Like I said, that's a way for him to gradually move up in weight. You know,
by that time, Tim Tszyu probably have a belt because that belt is gonna be vacated, and then he goes after the belt.
True, I understand that, but even in the rematch clause, in the rematch that they signed, is that he gets to choose the weight. So if Bud Crawford even says, you know what, I understand he got to honor the word, but if he say, if you change and be like, I want to fight at 147, bro.
Then if he fights somebody else, he ain't gonna fight nobody else at 147. That's the thing.
If I was one fight away of getting an undisputed with Charlo, is one thing. But we all know that Charlo is getting stripped by the WBO, and Tim Tszyu is gonna be fighting for it. Now he got to fight 2 fights to get to a Charlo. He will have to beat Errol Spence. He will have to beat Tim Tszyu, and by that time, how boxing is right now, Charlo's not gonna come back to the 154. He's not gonna come back. That's 2 fights. That means it's not gonna happen in 2000. That means it's not gonna happen in 2004. The potential Charlo versus Bud fight will happen in 2005. 2025.
2025.
He's not gonna go
at 147. They cannot freeze Bud out if he stays with the belts. They're not gonna. But at everywhere else, they could freeze him out.
I think Bud should stay at 147, and there's money for because even at 154, there is no money fight for him. Other than Errol Spence, but at 147, there is Sturman, and there is Teofimo Lopez moving up.
I say, look, I mean,
or Javante Davis.
He ain't gonna move up, man. He ain't gonna do all that, bro. Tank, bro. I think Bud has some good paydays to be done. He can make some paydays, not the big time money he just made, but he has some paydays. He could get a few, $5, $6, $7 million paydays out of fighting some of these other guys.
There is one fight. There is one fight at 154. Believe it or not.
The Tim Tszyu fight is a big fight with Crawford.
Danny Garcia at 154. That's another good fight. Let's say Danny Garcia beats Lara, right? Let's say he beats Evans Landy Lara. That'll be a belt for Danny, and Bud could probably fight Danny at 154 or 155 because Danny's not going to be a real 160 pounder anyway. That's another good fight for Bud. Acclimating his weight up. Think about it. If you fight Earl at 155,
that's not a legacy fight that Bud Crawford.
Yeah, but it's a money fight though. He wants money.
Man, he wants a little bit of both right now.
And this is why I bring Teo up because he wants a little bit of both. And if
Danny Garcia beats Lara,
if it's gonna be a little bit of both, it's gonna be a guy that's gonna provide him money and it's gonna provide him legacy. That's why I say Keith Thurman at 147. That's why I say Teofimo Lopez because he moved up in position and now he's a super champion, so he can petition and get a direct fight with Bud Crawford. At 154, there is nobody right now that is going to give him money and legacy. Nobody. Errol Spence could give him money, but what's the legacy at 154? What's anybody going to give him legacy? So he's going to have to. Right now, he wants both. He
clears the air. Like, look, man, guys, all the excuses and everything else. Even though I think Spence has been damaged, he's damaged good since that accident. As much as I think he may perform a little better, being hydrated at 154, I don't. I mean, shock me if you're actually gonna fight better.
His skill set's not gonna be Bud.
I just noticed about Earl Spence. Earl Spence is good, but he's not living the life of a fighter. And now not like a Bud Crawford. He wants the money. He's made it very, very clear. The thing is, I think that people don't want to listen to what he's saying. He's really about the money now. He's going up against a guy that's all about legacy. That's a gym rat. He's already in the gym, Bud Crawford. Already in the gym. This guy's still on vacay. He beat you and Bud Crawford's in the gym, and this guy's on vacay. That's the difference. There's a difference between the mentality.
Well, I mean, the guy's got to recover, man. He got his ass whooped.
Yo, I like Bud versus Thurman next. Not for nothing. Even though he's acting saucy, acting like he don't want to give him a shot, Keith Thurman would sell the shit out of that fight. I think Keith Thurman would put up a better fight than Errol Spence did because Keith Thurman does have more tricks. He's a harder, difficult fight. He got movement. He got some pop.
He gets knocked out by Crawford.
Yeah, but still, why not? Why not? Why not? Why not be the first to knock Keith Thurman out? He's part of this era, bro.
Well, it's that. I mean, I know Thurman is like Porter. He's looking for that one last legacy payday, and that's what Porter held on to until he got paid, and that's what Thurman's holding on to get that one more fight.
Then give him that one more fight and send him packing. Send him packing the same way I want Teo.
I wouldn't mind Teo fighting him for a belt or something at 147, man.
No, we over that Teo versus Bud shit. Bro.
No, man, I'm talking about Thurman, fool.
So Thurman versus who?
Teo.
That's a winnable fight, but he don't need that, man. He at 140.
What do you mean?
But dude, you're not listening to us. I mean, why you think you wanted to be? They say, "Yo, get that super belt for it." Because he don't want to do the mandatory. It's a chess move for now and for later. To when he goes up to 147.
Greatness.
Yeah, like it's not, and we're not asking nobody to move 2 weight classes. It's just 1 weight class, one weight class. Champ. The lineal at 140 versus the lineal at 147.
Hey, who's the white face on the panel?
That's my DK.
DK, what's going on, man?
What's good?
So I do support Terrence Bud Crawford moving to 154, but I also support him staying at 147. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I don't see Earl Spence beating Bud, and especially now that we've seen it, I already felt that Bud Crawford was I think his skill set is way better than Earl Spence in every category. You know what I'm saying? So I see it again at 154, and knowing that this guy is not, he's really about, it's not even about trying to beat the guy, but I think it's just for him to get the payday.
Well, the rematch is for a payday at 154 because it's not legacy. We know that.
Exactly.
People seem to forget that.
And a get back. I mean, it is a get back.
Errol Spence is not going to be the only one stronger at 154. Terrence Crawford's going to come into that ring stronger too. So to me, it's not going to make a difference. Terrence Crawford's going to dominate him. Errol Spence might be able to put up a better fight. I can see that.
He'll be healthier. He'll be healthier.
Yeah, they'll both be healthier. They'll both be healthier though, because Terrence Crawford is not a small guy neither. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but Spence was bad, man. He
smash the like.
Crawford beats him. Errol Spence can put up a better fight. I believe so. He looked a little off balance, but either way you put it, Terrence Crawford will still beat him, and I still see him stopping him as well, man. But I would like to see Bud Crawford versus Keith Thurman. I wasn't even thinking about that. If he's not going to fight Boots at 147, give us Keith Thurman. Send him packing, man. Send that man packing.
I think at this point, I like Jerome Boots Ennis, but he just can't be just waiting on 147. He needs to move to 154. He needs to dabble on probably 2 division and stuff like that. Get yourself a fight. Because at this point, I think right now that's it. You got to fight somebody. If nobody
want to fight him,
I don't believe that. You got to go to 154. Sometimes you got to take that little risk to get a fight. Even Floyd Mayweather. Remember years ago, and I did a video years ago when he said Earl Spence basically need to stop complaining if he can't get a fight, move up. He said he's 160. He said he's like a middleweight. If he can't get a fight at 147, don't complain. Move up to 154. If you can't get a fight at 154, then move up to 160.
At this pace,
Floyd Mayweather said that.
At this pace, I see Xander Zayas getting a belt before Boots does.
Yo, believe it or not, I like Boots versus Brian Castanos at 154. That's a good fight.
I like that.
That fight is for Xander, man. Leave him alone.
Even
man.
a Tony Harrison fight with Boots is a good fight that he's fighting the ex-world champion. That's even a good fight.
It's good.
Yeah, but I'd rather Brian Castanos or the guy that knocked out, or the guy that knocked out Fundura. I like that too.
There's
Brian Mendoza.
154. There's Josh Kelly.
Yeah, Mendoza.
You talk about Conor Ben. Talk about Brian Castano.
He's out, man.
Virgil. The 154 is deep. Like, why are you staying at 147? You're not gonna get Bud.
Well, if once Bud vacates these belts, it opens everything up at 147. It does.
147.
Even Mario Barrios is getting at least ex-world champion fight.
Getting a third and Ugas, right? So what?
Let me tell you
so what is Showtime signing good for, man? For him, it ain't doing shit. You see these network deals, they're not all too good.
The network deal is only good when you are already in that Canelo Alvarez stage. I believe every fighter needs a promoter until a certain time of their career. Canelo really don't need a promoter. He needs the network, and if he needs to partner up with a promoter just to help him flip the bill,
right? To finesse the dealing in itself.
Yeah, that's what TGB is there for. But if you don't got a promoter, they're not gonna. Who's petitioning these things for you?
Yeah, Boots is like dead on water, bro. He's like on a boat in the middle of the ocean, man.
If Mario Barrios beats, can we agree? If Mario Barrios beats Ugas, can we agree that win for Gervonta Davis is gonna age and turn into probably his best win?
No.
I'm talking about if Barrios beats Ugas.
No, it don't age. Have you seen Mario Barrios' record and fighters that he's fought and how he before the Tank Davis he got his ass whooped?
I'm talking about if he beats Ugas. Let's say he beats him convincingly and becomes a champion. You got to say that's a good one. I personally think, even though he's not as accomplished as Leo Santa Cruz,
Thurman already beat Barrios, though, man.
But Thurman's a real welterweight, though. Tank didn't move him from 130 pounds, bro. You got to give him credit for that.
I'm not giving no credit for that, bro. Mario Barrios is still a Mario Barrios.
To me, Barrios was more of a challenge than Leo Santa Cruz physically. You know what I'm saying? For me, that's my favorite.
They were at least at 130, man. Who's that chiming in right now?
John Caraballo, dímelo, John Caraballo.
Oh, that's my boy. What's up, John?
Yeah, mute.
I think he's on mute. I don't know.
Yo, you gotta hit the unmute button, my friend. Caraballo, toca el botón, bro. You're not talking.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
There we go.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Can you hear us?
What the fuck?
That's
not John Caraballo. Who's that?
Hell no.
Yo, he said he was your boyfriend, bro. No. He said he was your boyfriend. Then he started like sucking on something, bro. What was that, bro?
No.
Come on, Lono, bro. What type of guys you hanging out with, bro?
Like a dog toy, nigga.
You stick that thing in his butthole and stuff like that, and he's looking at it. Yo, yeah, man, these guys are freaks now. This is coming out, and these old freaks is coming out, man. What's going on? You see, yo, people in the panel, people in the panel in the chat. Now you see why I ain't open up the panels no more. These guys are going.
Yeah, but you know we got to weed them out. Eventually, we get a posse. Yeah, but he said that was Lono's boxing buddy. He said, "Bro, what's up?"
Yeah, there's something the whole thing.
He had like one of them butt beads or something putting in his mouth, bro.
Yeah. What's good, Shadow? What's good, Shadow Ghost? Hey, yo, Shadow, you see, man, what's going on, man? I say, yo, let me open up the panels more.
Shadow, hit the link, man. I haven't heard from you.
Even two instances already, man.
Shadow Ghost, hit the link, man. And we chop it up with us for a little bit, man.
Messing up the live, man.
Nah, we good, bro. We left that shit off, bro.
Yo, Punch, next thing you know, Braun Strowman was gonna come on the live.
Also, Mark is gonna come through. Yo, Punch, you just said.
No, real talk, though.
What?
You're breaking up, man. Se fue. You gotta get your signal right.
Yeah, your signal's bad. Yeah, I was gonna say
¿Quién
I
está
would like
mandando
to
todos
see.
estos pájaros aquí? ¿Quién está mandando? This is a boxing community, man. Y estos pájaros aquí, ¿Ves? This is Mauricio Sulamon's fault with the little tranny boxing que tenía el tigre.
Did he actually put out a fight for that?
Man, there ain't no trannies out there to fight, man. He just put that out there because he thought he was following the trend. And he thought he was going to see. That's what it is. He was trying to open up a new pipeline, prematurely. That's what happened.
No pause. He wanted to open up a pipeline.
But man, it was good. It was good seeing Tio with Oscar De La Hoya.
I was seeing Tio with the shorty. That's what I was happy about, man.
I say this. I hope that I know that they in 140, but I feel like Tio should just speak to this guy Rolly. Rolly stood up for Teofimo Lopez a lot, especially when the world of boxing was going at it. You know what I'm saying? I think Tio was hurt by the statements he's made about Rolly and stuff like that.
I don't get what are you talking about?
What was the comment? When he said that I'm not his friend. You feel me? I'm not his friend.
Man, Tio said that with a smirk at the same time, bro. Like, come on now.
It took it personal, though. It took it personal.
I didn't know that at all, man. I know they know each other in the background, man.
No, I didn't take it personal.
Yo, Punch, what's going on between Tio and his father, bro? I heard something, man. Rap star said something that they're not in good terms. I don't know how true that is, but I haven't.
Man, fuck anything that gay star got to say, bro. That guy's only out here to throw bullshit out. Look what he just said about the Nonitos, man. He's a piece of shit.
No, I don't know. I don't know about that. No, I really.
Another thing is too. I see footage.
Really none of my business, to be honest.
I see footage of Tio in the gym, the one where he came the heavy bag, and there's another trainer with him. I don't know who that trainer is, but that trainer looks familiar. But he's some other guy.
I think that was in Cali.
That was in Cali, man. Yeah.
All right, that's the one where he came the heavy bag, right? That's the one I saw.
But not just a constant learner, staying in the gym and stuff like that. When he was in the gym in Florida, that's nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Cool.
But there's the misconception that, like, you know what I'm saying, with the Lopez, that they always bring in some help. They always bring in some help. Not the last training camp. Tio just wanted to be with his dad. Nobody else. He wanted to do this with him and his dad by himself. He didn't bring no other help. Yo, you got I don't know. You got to mute. Too much street. Too much sound. But yeah, man. I don't think the Terrence Bud Crawford. It's not bad if you don't want to fight Earl True Spence at 154. And people need to quit the crap about Terrence Bud Crawford is ducking Earl Spence, please.
No, I wouldn't say ducking. I'm saying he's not a man of his word. That's what I'm gonna say. Is he legitimate? Is it legally correct not to have to take it? Yeah, because he has a contract. But he verbally said, "Yeah, we could do this at 154." And so,
I think when he said it right, but also at the same token, he's saying he wants Charlo and he wants to become a 3-division undisputed. But now it's different because the undisputed is not next. It's not even after Earl Spence.
And there's not an undisputed fighter. The belt is now scattered with one outside the realm.
So you're looking at it. Okay, if I go to 154, I'm not gonna have my belts. I don't have a promotional company, so I won't even have that type of power. Yeah, you'll be a hot commodity, but you won't have that type of power. You will have to let go of your belts at 154, at 147, and now you out without a promoter. Now you're really banking on. You're really banking on now, really on them keeping the word. Not even them keeping the word, because they haven't said that you're gonna be fighting Charlo next.
Money wise, Spence is at 154 is still the most he's gonna make.
At 154.
That's the most he's gonna make, because nobody's gonna pay him big bucks to fight Roca. Nobody's gonna pay him big bucks to fight Boots.
But then PBC is not dumb either. They're gonna be like, all right, you don't even got a belt this time. At least you had a belt at 147. You had one belt. So now are we gonna give you Tim Zhu? And if we want Tim, then you want Charlo, maybe we could get Charlo. But I just think that if he moves to 154, he got to find a way to keep the 147. I said that the same thing about Devin Haney. Devin Haney's not going to come back to 135, but he knows the power of keeping that belt. He knows. He knows that with those belts that he's still keeping, he still could do business and saying, I could go back to 135 and maybe I could fight a potential Gervonta Tank Davis fight. Maybe I could go fight the rematch with Lomachenko. Maybe I could go and fight Shakur Stevenson. You understand? He can still facilitate. He still can negotiate these type of deals with that type of power.
It's not going to happen though. We know Devin Haney's not coming back.
But I'm just saying in the facility. I'm saying he's not going to keep the belt, but he needs to keep the belt to facilitate the business.
Yeah, but these promoters aren't stupid. They're thinking the same thing. We're like, bro, you ain't going to do shit with them belts. You're
they
belt
can't
holder.
strip him from it.
Well, once he has that fight out at they already stripped him of one belt. So once he fights this fight at 140 with Regis, and let's say he wins,
because already they mandated Shakur Stevenson. They haven't mandated nobody else for his belts. So
no, because they're waiting on his outcome. The way WBO works, they'll give him. Let's say he wins against Regis.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna give him 10 days to make a decision. Is he gonna stay? That's what the rules are. It's 10 days after a fight you win a belt at the next division. Are you gonna stay at 140 or you're gonna go back down?
And then if he's mandated, he don't like the opponent, right? Then he says, "F that belt. I still got 2 more belts." You understand?
And they'll all follow. But those belts ain't holding him no money. The belts that he has right now is not making Eddie Hearn pay him any more than he would have for Regis program.
Did Devin Haney actually sign a multiple fight contract with Eddie Hearn, or just one fight at a deal?
I don't know, man. There's something weird going on because there's gotta be something weird going on why he hasn't really signed the contract while he's still and he's supposed to be a free agent while he's still training at Top Rank.
Maybe Shadow Ghost in the building. Shadow Ghost in the building.
Oh shit, Ponce.
Yo.
Hey, Diablo, you missed the Puerto Rican talk yesterday, bro.
Yeah, listen, bro. I've been taking listen, bro. Just keep me in prayer, Punch. I know you believe in God and everything, just taking care of family and some health issues, bro. So I haven't been able to drop videos as much, but listen, I just want to talk boxing right now. Hey, you got my number, bro.
Yeah. We chop it up, be honest.
Yeah, just give me a call, bro. I'll let you know everything.
All right.
Hey, man. Hey, first off, man, why these dudes gay as hell, man? These dudes, man, I'm telling you, bro.
Not gonna lie, I thought you were gonna do some gay shit, bro.
Yo, of all the things y'all can think of, right? Let's say you don't like Punch. Let's say you want to be a troll. Of all the things you want to do is come on live and suck something. You're gay, bro.
Dude.
You're gay as fuck. Of all the things you could do, you could tell Punch, yo, let's fight, let's meet up. I don't like you, but now you want to suck on something, bro. That's just pathetic, bro. That's pathetic.
And I did the live about this community. This community is what I told you, man. Yo, this community is funny, man.
What happened to Jesus, bro?
Christ.
What happened to Christ?
But yo, what you think? What you think? People are saying that Bud Crawford is ducking Errol Spence at 154. What you feel about that, Shadow?
Nah, I don't. I mean, listen, after a fight like that, bro, I don't think he's ducking anything. But I'll tell you one thing. I really think that, like, because after the fight, he's doing interviews everywhere. I think he really does think that he could beat Canelo. In a way, I hope it happens, because I think delusional people need to understand that there's weight classes for a reason. If you are going to go to different weight classes, like, this is one thing I will say. People might think Teo's crazy. Teo is smart. Teo is very smart, bro. 135, 140. Now he's like, yo, I'm gonna get 147, and maybe he's all about legacy, and he's smart.
Greatness.
In every fight that people thought Teo was gonna lose, not only did he win, he demolished, bro. He demolished. So when I hear him say he wants to fight Crawford, I'm like, yo, I want to see that shit, bro, because you already know what they're gonna say. They're gonna say, oh, Teo is gonna lose, and he's not mentally there, and all this other shit. And he's just gonna turn it up, bro. He's gonna turn up his training. And that's not the shit on Crawford. I'm not saying that. Listen, that's a winnable fight, obviously, bro, for Crawford. Obviously, I mean, he's a smaller guy.
He'll be the favorite again. Yeah, he'll be a massive favorite.
But I'm just saying, that's the type of shit that gets Teo motivated, though, is when y'all start saying, oh, he out his mind, ain't no way he can win. That's that shit that get him on his shit. So I mean, it is what it is. But I don't think Bud is ducking. I just think he really wants to. I think he just wants money fights right now, bro.
I mean, and that's what I'm saying. If he wants the money fight, then he does have to fight Earl Spence at 154. He does have. So I don't know. Somebody.
But don't he got the hold on, punch? Don't he have? Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know the contract like that, but don't he have say in where the fight is at? Like 147, 154 bucks.
No, that's what I'm saying. Bud has the same. So if he wants the money fight, it'll be the Earl Spence at 154, right? Now, no, we don't know how much it will be. Like people, like it's a money fight. How much people will pay for that fight again, knowing the turnout? You know what I'm saying?
Pay for that.
And the thing is, and the thing is about the first fight, it's like they didn't promote the fight. You know what I'm saying? So now people look at the first fight. He demolished Earl Spence. Earl Spence is not gonna promote the fight. Like, if it did, how much it did they say? 600, 500? What it did? What the people say?
I know it was under 8. I know that.
I thought they said 675.
I think they said
it's
in the 6.
It was around there, like 6. I just saw something.
750. It was 750 or 760. I remember that. 750 or 760.
No, I think it was like 6 something, right under 7, bro.
Yeah, I heard it was
regardless. It was under $1 million. It was under $1 million.
And then the rematch, when these guys not gonna promote each other. You know what I'm saying? Is I don't know.
Probably gonna do 400K.
I think a Thurman and Bud would do a 400K because I think Thurman will
promote
it. Yeah, he will promote it. He will work. He will promote it. And I think that if he fights Boots, maybe he'll do 3 because people really don't know Boots. And if he does Teo, I think it'll go back to the Earl Spence numbers, in my opinion.
Hey, Punch, I just want to say something real quick. The reason why I don't think that Teo will fight Crawford is because of the contract. I don't think they would be able to come to terms. I think Crawford would ask just ridiculous shit. Because one thing I see about Crawford, he's about legacy, but he's about making which is smart. It's smart. He's about making every damn dime out of his fight, bro. Like when he fought on the Top Rank, he had a guarantee. Like, I don't give a fuck if I'm fighting against a motherfucker at Walmart. You paying me this much to hop in the ring. He's smart.
He got $5 million. I believe he got $5 million to fight Edin Kavalaskis.
Yeah,
I know we had.
I know we had like a mil plus or whatever per fight under Top Rank or something like that, regardless of who he fought. So this is like basically saying it doesn't matter if you put a good motherfucker or even a trash, you still gotta pay me to. And that's why I just think that Bud and Teo, I think Teo would concede more. Like, yo, I just want the fight. But I just see the contract. I don't know, but I hope it does happen.
But if Bud Crawford is saying that he's gonna be moving up to fight Charlo, wants to move up to fight Canelo, but then saying that fight with Earl Spence has to be at 147, then it does seem like Bud Crawford is also playing games.
How much did they give Teo versus
why wouldn't you go up there and accumulate yourself in 154? Have a camp?
That's what I'm saying, Punch. That the games that he be playing. Look, you don't want to fight him at 154, fine. But then, let's not play games about what you're doing at 147.
That's why I said it makes sense to fight him at 154, because that would be a step in acclimating himself in a higher weight class. You know what I mean? You're doing it against a guy you already beat. And you talk about you want to fight Canelo or you want to fight Charlo. Fuck it, fight.
But the fight will sell more at 154 than at 147 with the belts.
But like Shadow Ghost said, he's smart. So maybe he's using that 147 and to renegotiate, to break that contract. Let's renegotiate. You want me to go to 154? I got to get more money now. So
that's okay, which I have no problems with. You know what I mean? Hey, that's what I said earlier. Look, he said it out his mouth. 147 is hard for him to make too. And that he will make the fight with Spence at 154. You don't see it. So all right. So let's, if you got, you got to negotiate. Yeah. What's up, Papa?
Yeah. No, I was just talking. Yo, listen. I was just watching another channel earlier, and they were talking about this. You want to know why I think he said that? And this is just my opinion.
Let me see if we both got the same opinion.
I think that Crawford really wants to fuck up Jermell Charlo. I think he really wants that fight. I think that he really wants that fight, and that he really thought it was possible after the Spence fight, because I'm thinking in his head, he's probably thinking after a whipping like that, Earl either I can get another fight in, and Earl's gonna need more time, and I can go straight towards him, because he wasn't even talking Canelo. Listen, prior to that shit, they would ask him about Canelo. Right?
He said that's too big of a jump.
And he would say, nah, there's weight classes for a reason. Like he won 68. Like, but then all of a sudden he wins, and now all this chat in his ear, and he's doing all these interviews, and he's everywhere, and he's on, I don't know what the fuck, Dr. Phil, CNN, wherever the fuck he's at. He's everywhere doing interviews, and now all of a sudden, now he wants to fight Canelo. He says it on Joe Rogan. So it's like I just think that honestly, out of everybody, the one person, even I feel like he would even concede a little bit in the contract, and Bud is about getting everything, is Charlo. I think he really wants to fight Charlo, and that's another fight I would love to see, bro. I would love to see Jamel versus Bud, bro.
I think the reason why he said it with the he can't make that, it's hard for him to make the 147. I think it's easy for him to make 147. I think he said that because people were saying that it's hard for Errol Spence to make the 147. So he's like, yeah, it's hard for me to make the 147 too. So there won't be this type of excuse of
okay, I see the psychological effect of just saying like, yeah, it's hard for me too. So it's a disadvantage for me to make 147. So exactly. we're an even playing field.
Exactly. I get 147 now then.
Because if he walks around, his team says, and his team and his people always say he walks around in 165, then it's not really hard to make 147. 165, 160s, and
Crawford.
Yeah, that's not.
It's not bad. Like Earl Spence walks around and up in 180s.
But this is the shit that turns me off with Crawford. Is all the all the fuckery with the business, bro. Like man, make a fight. Let's get it going. And all the gaming-ship, I'm not into that, bro. That's what made me want to go for Spence, bro. I knew Spence was damaged goods. I knew he was damaged goods.
If Boots Ennis can get a Keith Thurman fight, and he handles Keith Thurman the way we all know he could, do you think Crawford will fight Boots Ennis?
Wait a minute there. What did you say? We all know. I ain't never said that. I got Thurman.
That's a good fight.
I got Thurman.
It's a good fight. I got Boots Ennis. I got Boots Ennis packing him up. I got Boots Ennis stopping him.
I used to think that too, Lonos, but you know what I realized about Thurman? Thurman's good on his feet, bro. Thurman's real good.
You forgot how Boots looked in that last fight before the one that we just saw.
I'm not a slave to the moment. I'm pretty sure Boots tightened up since then.
Like, look. Thurman, I was watching the Pacquiao fight the other day, bro. He could have fought Pacquiao different. Mm-hmm. Like, he's got the skills. Like, he could have fought him like how Teo fought Josh Taylor. Like, he could move on his feet. Like Thurman's got better defense than I think a lot of people give him credit for. I just feel like that when he gets when he gets buzzed, or when he because Pacquiao dropped him in the first round.
Know how to survive.
The only way he knows how to survive is to fight back. And I just feel like once Pacquiao dropped him, he was just like, I gotta fight this motherfucker, bro. Like, I gotta fight him. And
the machismo kicked in.
He was backing up, man.
I still think Boots will stop him, bro. I still think Boots will stop him. I don't care. I got Boots.
No.
I got Boots, and I'll bet on that never happened.
Yep. That's what I mean. Like. See, let's say when you see what I don't know. This is just my opinion. If I
he's a Tank fan, so imagine that, bro.
If I ain't never seen nobody, if I ain't never seen nobody get stopped, it's hard for me to say that this person is gonna get stopped. See, I said, Bud Crawford's going to outbox Sean Porter. But I don't see him stopping Sean Porter because I just don't see nobody.
He didn't stop him either, bro. Let's call it a buck. You know he didn't stop him.
So to say stopping Thurman, I don't see nobody.
He got help.
Until I see Boots doing it. I see Boots doing it. That's my opinion.
It's like JoJo Diaz, bro. That motherfucker, he's never been dropped, and we saw him take a beating from Cepeda, bro. And he didn't budge, man.
Yeah,
so certain fighters
do even been in there with a puncher, bro. He hasn't.
So what? But yes, he was. The last guy he just fought was a puncher.
Hey, Lono. Hey, look. Hey, check this out.
What was that?
But like Boots is one of my top. I like out of the top fighters that I really like. Boots is one of them. You know what I mean? Teo's one of them. And I favored Boots versus Thurman, but the only reason why I would favor him is because of activity. Because I really feel like Thurman, at one point, Thurman was like the boogeyman, bro, in a way. Because even though, like, I know Spence said he wanted to fight him and shit like that, I know that Thurman's a bad man, bro. Like if we took away that Pacquiao loss, which it was a split decision, by the way, it wasn't domination.
Yeah, I agree with you. The knockdown made a difference.
It was a split decision against.
It was a knockdown that made a difference.
Hey, They forget that Mayweather ducked him.
Yeah, he did.
At
He
one
did.
time, bro. Thurman at one time.
But
And I'm not saying
but people gonna say that was a long time
that's
ago.
what I'm saying.
At one time, that's the key word you said. At one time, though, what? One time I had hair.
Inactivity is the only reason why I would favor Boots because, but if Thurman would, but I'm not gonna count him out though. Like I've never seen him where
he's a live dog.
You know,
he's a live dog. He's definitely a live dog. You know what I'm saying? But me personally, he does. But Thurman got power. Don't get me wrong, he does. But Thurman doesn't have the kind of power to knock out elite guys. You know what I'm saying? His power is not carrying to the elite level. He knocks out guys.
But we don't know that Boots is doing that either.
What made Boots
I'm going off the eye test, with the skills and what I'm seeing. He's elite, bro. You put him in there with somebody, he's going to pay.
I'm not gonna say. I'm not saying. I said what makes him elite.
Based on the eye test, based on the skills, based on the speed, based on the power, based on the athleticism, based on his pedigree, he's elite, bro. He just hasn't fought anybody elite yet. Just like people were saying Bud Crawford was rocking off of his eye test and all that stuff, that he wasn't really beating good guys. But then when he finally fought...
Is Jared Anderson in elite heavyweight?
The heavyweight, I don't really watch the heavyweights like that, man. Except for a couple of guys. I don't care for the heavyweight division, so I can't really talk about Jared Anderson like that. I only seen him about 3 times. But Boots Anderson is elite. Boots Anderson is not no Jared Anderson, I'll tell you that much.
Is William Cepeda in elite at lightweight?
I've seen him a couple of times. He's all right. He's a good little contender, you know what I'm saying? He's a good fighter. But elite at 130, he's not. Elite to me is elite, bro.
You can't give elite to everybody. It could be like,
that's what I'm saying. That Boots Anderson is elite.
Cepeda is a top contender, but he is not elite.
No, exactly.
You don't know that.
Elite at 135. To answer your question, elite at 135 is Devin Haney, Shakur, Tank, Lomachenko. Those are elite guys. At 140 is Teo, Devin, Regis, Josh Taylor, and
Devin don't count. Right, he's not at 140 yet. We don't.
But
know
he will be though. And at 147 is Boots.
You just giving.
No, I'm not, bro. I'm telling you, man. Listen.
You giving elite?
No, I'm not giving it out, bro. Because I ain't saying
he's elite at 140, man.
Oh, right, 135, he's elite. Okay, but at 140, the guys I mentioned are the guys I mentioned. Devin Haney hasn't fought there, so exclude that. But I'm giving Boots Anderson elite at 147. Does he have an elite resume? No.
Hey, hold on.
Was Virgil Ortiz elite at 147 then?
Who?
No, Virgil Ortiz not. He's not the level of Boots Anderson. No, he's not.
Dude. It's a people, bro. So Virgil Ortiz.
Virgil Mean Machine, bro.
He's got better. He almost got knocked out by Mean Machine too.
And so was Crawford. And so did Crawford. What does that mean?
Crawford got him when he was in his prime. Crawford damaged him.
I thought you said Virgil almost got knocked out. Virgil did never. I never seen Virgil almost getting knocked out.
Crawford.
Ever.
I mean,
he got hurt by Big Machine in that first and the second.
Put it this way: off the eye test, there's guys that are good and there's guys that are special. Boots Anderson is a guy that looks like he's special.
Exactly. You said it. He looks. I like Boots, and everybody knows
right.
about Boots.
So I'm gonna go with what I see.
Am I gonna give him the elite at 147? He hasn't even fought a gate.
You got to be elite. You got to prove it in the motherfucking ring.
Punch. Check
Virgil
this out,
already did that.
There's a fighter that I think in my heart that I think that he can be elite, but we haven't seen it. So I understand what he's saying, but I still can't give him that title until I see it. Like Frank Sanchez.
Chris Colbert?
No, hell no. I love Chris Colbert. I know he's not elite, bro. And I like him. I
did that to fuck with you, bro.
I met Chris though, bro. That's why
I know, man.
He needs to stay at 130.
Yeah, he does. Hey, just real quick though, before I forget, like Frank Sanchez. I like Frank Sanchez a lot of heavyweight. I think he moves around like a middleweight.
I never even seen him.
You know,
I don't watch it. I don't watch the heavyweights. I don't watch the heavyweights really.
Yeah, you know what? Frank Sanchez is also like on the shelf, man. I mean, like
this is what I'm saying, HOD. This is perfect. I'm glad you said that because that's a fighter where I look and I'm like, damn, I could see him like outboxing and he's got power and this and that, but I can't call him elite because he hasn't fought. No, the only person he beat that was technically good was the dude who was the African guy. Ajagba. He shut him down though. He did.
That was a good fight.
Ajagba looked silly though. So, but I still can't call him elite until he fights like Usyk or Joshua or even Wilder.
Andy
like,
Ruiz.
But I understand what Lono's is saying. Off his eyes, he thinks Boot is special.
Yeah.
But my whole thing is,
in all due respect,
if we're gonna go off resumes, in my opinion, Virgil Ortiz is more special than Boots.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. And I'm not trying to be arrogant in any way, shape, or form. For the most part, I trust my eyes, bro. My eyes.
Man, you Puerto Ricans are arrogant, bro.
No. No, let me tell you something. I'm not. Let me tell you something about me as a Puerto Rican fan, right? I'm not one to give the mantle away to just anybody because my heart been broken so many times by Felix Verdejo, by Delorme, by Juanma Lopez. I'm not even gonna throw Xander in yet. I gotta see something first. All due respect,
yo.
Hold on. As good as Xander Zayas is, right? He's a hell of a fighter. Don't get me wrong, but he doesn't look like when I see Cotto coming up. When he only had 3 or 4 fights, I knew Cotto was special. I knew Cotto was gonna beat somebody. I seen stuff that stood out. I haven't seen that yet from Xander Zayas.
Did you see the fight on Friday?
HLD.
When I look at prospects,
that's what it is. The Delorme fight that he knocked him out in the first round. He's Puerto Rican. He said, "Damn, he's elite," because Delorme broke your heart like you just.
Delorme lost a long time ago. I'm talking about when Delorme lost to. Believe it or not, Delorme was being built up like a Puerto Rican great as one. They were saying he was going to be the next one, and then he got knocked out by the guy.
I never heard about he was going to be the next one, but.
Early, trust me, I watched Delorme when he was coming up.
What? Did you see Xander's on Friday, bro, or what?
I didn't catch the whole fight, bro. I gotta catch
you can't talk, bro. He arrived.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Hey, Tito, my favorite fighter of all time, and I don't see any Puerto Ricans since then have even come close to him. Like, I won't lie and just say, oh, because I love my people, I like Edgar Berlanga. Like, I don't think Edgar Berlanga is
No, I don't.
Nah, me neither. I think Gabe Rosado.
You guys gotta catch the fight on Friday. That's the first fight I seen Xander Zayas.
I gotta watch it, bro.
Put it all. I mean, he put it all together.
I gotta
every
watch it
aspect of this game, including his man strength, bro. He was beautiful.
I gotta watch that fight because my thing is
I'm not hyping him up. I'm just saying.
No, but I'm gonna watch it because of you. You promoting it to me. You did a great job. Now I'm gonna go back and do my due diligence. The reason why I've been like that towards Xander Zayas is because and he's a great little young fighter coming up, and I don't mean to say it like that. He's young coming up, right?
He's young,
but when I look at him, I try to compare him with the other guys that's coming up, like Keyshawn Davis, Shushu. Hear me out. To me, he doesn't look like what Keyshawn Davis is. But I have to look at Keyshawn Davis.
But
when
you know
I look
why,
at
right?
Bruce Shushu Carrington,
you
I don't
know
see
why,
that
right?
He's
been fighting. You know why? Because they even though you don't see knock out. They're bringing him up slowly, but his competition has been stiff. They're not tomato cans.
So they're not piragua scrapers.
They're not piragua scrapers. So he has to really bang it out with these guys. But in this last fight, which this dude is Valenzuela, this dude is not a joke.
What was his record, yo?
24 and something here. I forgot. I think maybe like 2 losses. A whole bunch of knockouts. Right? 24 and 24 with 20 knockouts.
I gotta watch it, bro. I gotta watch it. That's all I gotta say. I gotta watch it, and I'll get back to you.
It was just the first fight. I'm not putting him the hype machine. I'm just saying the kid now is arrived.
How did his defense look?
HOD.
Awesome.
Hey, yo. Hey, you know what? I was gonna ask you, HOD. Do you think? I think this is my opinion. I think Bob Arum, because of his age and everything, he don't baby his fighters, bro. Like, if I look at all 3 promotions, like, I see PBC protecting some fighters, I see Oscar De La Hoya protecting some fighters, but like Bob, like, he'll
only
put
Hyman,
you in
only
there.
Hyman
He feed him to the lions.
He's always been like that, bro. When Bob Arum, when
your check. You gotta earn that check for me, young man.
He knows how to bring you up. He knows how to bring you up, but he gives you good fights along the way. When Miguel Cotto
he'll start you along the way, and then
Cotto fought former champions, bro. He beat fucking Randall Bailey before Cotto was even a champion. He beat Randall Bailey and stopped him. He fought some guys coming up. Oscar De La Hoya fought some guys coming up. He builds people up, bro. Look at Teofimo. Teofimo was fighting guys at 13, 14 fights.
Yeah, but but Teo called for that too. It's not like
De La Hoya should know better then, because he be doing that shit with he's protecting Munguia like a motherfucker, bro. He fucked up the Charlo fight. In my opinion, De La Hoya fucked up the Charlo fight.
I'm gonna be real with you. I think Munguia beats Belanga, bro.
Oh yeah,
I think
listen, I'm not really big
I
on Berlanga,
think Gabriel Otto beats him too.
You know when Berlanga started
Nah.
messing up, right? Hey, do y'all know? You can go back and see it right now on YouTube, bro. This is when Berlanga was knocking everybody out in the first round, right? He goes down to Puerto Rico. He meets Felix Trinidad, right? He's chilling with him at a barbecue. You see him and everything. They're playing, fighting and shit. He goes back to the States. Been garbage, in my opinion. Not garbage. I'm not gonna say garbage because I don't call fighters garbage, but his performance has been lackluster.
It wasn't the same. It wasn't the same, bro.
He does the whole pandering shit that he be doing.
Bro. I mean,
you know what it was with Belanga, bro? Belanga has the tools because he does have a good amateur pedigree, and he had a lot of knockouts. He does got power. My thing is that last fight where he jumped on the during the pandemic when he started saying, "I'm a monster." When Belanga started hanging out with the rappers, I been knew this was gonna happen. Usually, when fighters usually start doing that, they start to decline. But coño, do it when you a fucking champion at least. Adrian Broner started doing it when he was a champion. Zab Judah también, when he was a world champion, he started hanging out with Jay-Z and the rappers and all that. This guy's doing that for only 14 fights, bro. The prospect. That's why Punch made that video with Belanga in the club. That's a classic. That's one of the fucking funniest punch drunk boxing moments in the history ever, bro. I got that shit on my Instagram and everything, bro. When he was in the club and you hear the guy saying, "Edgar, we love you, Edgar." Punch was like, "Oh yeah, vete de ahí, muchacho. Salga de ahí."
They say, and the champion. They say, and the champion. ¡Ese es un campeón!
Hey, listen. I think honestly, I think Munguia beat him. How about you, Punch? You think Munguia beat Berlanga?
Yeah, he let his hand go too much.
Munguia defense though.
I don't know, man. But
he Mexican. He got a chin, bro.
154, 160, 168. I don't know what was really what's up with his camp, and I don't see Munguia getting better. Like I don't see both of them skillfully getting better.
No, I don't see skillfully better, but I see Munguia's skills.
I see a war.
I see Munguia's skills better than Berlanga.
I'm gonna give you this. I think this fight for me, in my opinion, could be like Baranchik versus Cepeda. Like they're not the elites, they're not the best at the division, but I think they could give us the best fight.
It'll be a fun fight. Oh, it'll be a fun fight.
I got no.
It'll be a rock'em sock'em fight.
Yeah,
bro.
it'll be a good. I mean, hell, it'll be a good war. But I got Munguia in that fight.
Me too. Belanga got power. I think Belanga might have bigger one punch power, but he throws one shot at a time. Munguia lets his hands go in combination.
I do like Edgar Berlanga, the last fight that he was implementing the jab and a little bit of footwork better than Jaime Munguia. I did like that he showed a little bit of boxing in his last fight.
But he shows a lot of lack of focus is what I see him having. A lot of lack of focus and discipline that you have to maintain throughout all the rounds. It's like
I think Munguia trains harder. I think Munguia works harder in the gym based on what they show.
But Punch
throws more punches.
Berlanga does only throw one punch at a time, bro. At the most, too, bro.
Luis, con los $5 de super chari party que por fin han ido algo aquí, la ofrenda. Punch, Tio needs to fight the end of this year. Any news, bro? Again,
Amen.
It's either Heisman night or if he can't get if he's got a big fight, I'm talking about a mega fight. Those fights was going to be in February.
When is Heisman night?
December 9th. Sometime in December.
When?
So
December 9th.
So what I was gonna say with Belanga, Belanga got power, but Jaime Munguia doesn't look like the type of fighter that you're gonna knock him out with one shot. He really shows me like he looks like he really got the quintessential, if I pronounced it wrong, the Mexican chin. I don't think Belanga's knocking him out with one shot. That's why I don't think Belanga's gonna beat him. I think Belanga's gonna hit him with some big shots. It's gonna be eye-opening, like damn, Jaime Munguia taking them big shots. But I think Munguia's work rate is gonna break Edgar Belanga down. And I got Jaime Munguia stopping him and beating him to his knees by the 8th or 9th or 10th round. Maybe before that. That's what I
like the last fight that Munguia had.
Listen, the Mexicans are the Puerto Ricans right now. The only Puerto Ricans that are beating the Mexicans. The only Puerto Ricans right now that are beating Mexican fighters are Shakur Stevenson and Danny Garcia. And Xander Zayas now también.
He just beat one on Friday.
Xander
Is it set, Punch, with the Boo Boo fight and David? Is it set?
I mean, both of these guys are training. Both teams is already saying it's good.
It's not official yet. It's not official.
It's not official where there's a press release. Put it that way.
We know that they're looking for locations and all that shit, but it's not.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a good fight. Yo, Ponce, man, since you're on here, I don't want to open up a whole debate. I just want to ask Ponce the question that we had last night and just hear his perspective and not to make a whole debate about it all over again. All right. We had a live yesterday because we Punch has noticed, I've noticed a lot of hate coming towards Shakur for representing himself as a Puerto Rican. We've seen it from the Black American side. I'm not saying all of them, right? We got to make that clear.
Yeah.
There's select a few knuckleheads, but the majority that have been against Shakur, claiming the Puerto Rican side, calling him a coon, this and that. He's a fake Puerto Rican.
They really got
Let me
mad
finish.
when
No,
Snoop
let
said
me.
it.
I'm just. This is not to open the day. I just want to get his thing here. So it's and then yes, we do have others. We got some Puerto Ricans knuckleheads, very very few, but they are knuckleheads out there that I don't consider him to be a real Puerto Rican. And I even had a blast out here with Broadway Fat Ho Joel the other night because he was I was on one of his spaces and he was just dogging him with the bullshit, calling him a fake Rican. You don't even know where the Puerto Rico's at. Why do you Puerto Ricans claim him? You guys are funny, shit like that. So yesterday we had a panel, and I would like to know what's your perspective. What do you feel it's wrong for this man to claim his father's lineage? Do you have a problem with it?
Yeah, look, I'll tell you like this, man. Look, I can only use my experiences that I've had in my life as an example. Like, look, let me give you an example. You know, my pops was born in Ponce, and my mom was born in Puerto Rico. I don't speak fluent Spanish, you know what I mean? But I was the only one in my family born in the Bronx. All my family's 100%. So am I not Puerto Rican? So my whole thing is this: who the fuck is somebody else to tell somebody what they can celebrate through their blood, bro? That's just how I look at it, bro. You don't got no right to do that. If your pop's from PR, bro, then that's what it is, bro. Now, I will say this: culturally, people can say, well, culturally, Stevenson is more with black people. Of course, yeah. Culturally, he grew up more black, I guess we can say, but that doesn't mean that he doesn't have PR in his blood. His pops is Puerto Rican, and it is what it is. That's like, this is the one thing I never understood about this. And this is how you know that a lot of these people are racist in real life. You know, I thought about this the other day, man. If some of these dudes, right, there's some of the shit that they say on YouTube. Can you imagine if these guys had their I don't know if they have their own channel or whatever, but can you imagine if they was like a supervisor at their job or or place of power with the way that they talk? They want to claim racism with everything else. But I guarantee you, if these dudes had the opportunity to fire somebody or release somebody, it would be off race. All the people that scream racism and play this victimhood mentality are racist themselves, bro, because you got to be out your mind to try to tell somebody what they can or can't celebrate based off where his pops is, bro. That's just crazy. That's one of the most disrespectful things, in my opinion, bro. For me, that's like me telling a black person he not black because he not from Africa, because y'all call them African Americans. Well, did you grow up in Africa? Then you not black. Then come on, bro. Like, who the fuck am I to say that to somebody?
I knew your answer because I known you for a good minute, Shadow Ghost. But I wanted to have another Rican on the panel to share his perspective, to say that it's not only from what we did yesterday. Now, let me ask you one last question, man.
And by the way, before you ask me, it's been other Puerto Ricans that have been harder on me in my life because obviously they think I'm not that. They know I'm 100%, but since I don't speak fluently and stuff like that, and they look down on me or they don't accept me. That's why I've always said, and this is why I don't know if you've ever heard me say, HOD, the reason why that I don't play racism either way is because some of the most people that have stabbed me in my back have been my own people.
It's always like that. It's always like that. We get that. Now, one little just last thing on this. Yeah. So then, the same energy that you just explained, that those that are being racist towards we carry that same resident, that resounding thing of going against our own who would play that bullshit card. Would you not play against them? What the fuck you talking about?
Say that again.
So in other words, so if we see another Puerto Rican talking stupid like that, we check them, right?
Yeah, of course. Listen, if I hear, that's like me That's yeah, of course, because I would figure that if a black person saw another black person trying to tell another black person he's not black, yeah, I would like to think that the other black person in the middle would check him like, yo, what are you doing to our brother right here? Like why are you doing that to him? Yeah, I would think so. Yeah.
That's what I'm wondering. That we're just making sure that the energy is towards anyone with that type of bullshit sentiment. It's not going to any particular community. It's just anyone on that. But we would hope.
Just like I just said, some of the most harshest critics were my own people. Well, where I grew up, it was mostly Dominicans and Puerto Ricans in my area. But you know, some of my closest friends were black. See, like anybody that's from New York, New Jersey knows that it's different than the West Coast, bro. Like there are times where we segregate under certain instances, but for the most part, it's all love, man. It's a melting pot in the East Coast, bro. It's a melting pot, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, I grew up with so many cultures, yo. My close friend is Peruvian. My other close friend is I have another close friend that was from South Patterson, New Jersey, and he's Arabic, bro. Yeah, Arab. I was cool with that. Like I know a lot of cultures, bro. And like I said, you know, it's some people in my culture, you know, that haven't accepted me, but I look at it like this, bro. I know who I am. I know who my parents are. I know where my lineage is. I know where my uncles live. And if Shakur's pops is Puerto Rican, bro, and he wants to embrace that, he got the right to embrace that, whether it's now, whether it's when he's in his 30s or his 40s or whenever the fuck he feel like.
Hey, one last thing, just so everybody understands how Shadow Ghost and I mean, at least I know because we shared one thing that we're both on top of. We're like, fuck that motherfucker. When Josue Vargas did that bullshit with Cepeda, how were we hard on that motherfucker? Hoping to get...
Yeah, we were hard on him.
He was gonna say that bearded man.
Yo, I be laughing with punching. Hey, yo, just real quick, I gotta say this. Nobody has cracked me up more than Punch with what he's done with him, bro.
Oh man,
that shit is fucking hilarious, bro.
I know, man. It's crazy.
He got caught with the tranny too, I think it was.
No, he got caught with a bearded man.
Oh, bearded man. Oh my, that's
Hey, Shadow Ghost, but I heard the bearded. Hey, the bearded guy was Dominican. I heard. That's all I'm saying. I don't know. That's what I heard. I don't know.
That shit is bad, though, man.
But remember how you on your own, you were against that motherfucker? Yeah, man, fuck that motherfucker, bro. We not down with that shit.
I was actually, when he got knocked out, I was like, good for him for the way he was acting.
Yo, Coda, man, my heart goes out to you and your mom's, bro. Hey, yo, Punch, I'm on my mind in the hospital. Doctor says she might only have 5-7 days. Prayers.
Wow.
My fault, brother, man. My prayers, man.
Hey, man, absolutely, Coda, man.
I know that feeling, bro.
Que el Señor la tenga en su aliento y que el poder de Dios le toque su alma en su tiempo necesitado.
Amen, bro. I went through that. I lost my mom in July of 2019, two weeks before my birthday. I know that feeling, bro. So may the Lord protect her, bless her, and if it's her time to go, may He open up heaven's gates so that she can live eternally in peace and provide you all with the peace that you guys need in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Amen. And it's always, and listen, I wish I could say like it'll get better because like I lost both my parents before I went to the military, so it still hurts to this day. So whenever time you lose a parent or a sister or a brother, man, that shit is just hard, man.
I still got both.
I believe in God and I believe in Jesus and I believe that y'all meet again. So
we with you, Coda. We with you, Coda, man. Shout out to Mama Coda.
Yeah.
Yo, hit me up in the DM on IG or Twitter or email me anytime,
I'm
brother.
thankful I still got both mine.
Yeah, man. Let me tell you, a lot of times, man, Punch, I tell you, a lot of these shows help us all get over stuff in weird ways, even though we're just talking about boxing. Sometimes
it's terapia, bro. It's terapia.
There's been times where I've woken up with bad anxiety, and then I'm in the morning, I'm tuned in, I'm listening to Nestor Gibbs, or I'm listening to Punch Drunk in the shows, and it be cheering me up. I hear the laugh and the joke, and it puts me in a good mood. Because when you laughing, when you're laughing, you can't be depressed. You know what I'm saying? When you hear things to cheer you up.
Punch don't even know what he's done for me, bro, without even talking to him. Yo, this past couple of months have been bad on my health, bro. I was watching Punch from the hospital. He was making me laugh, bro. He was making me laugh when I was watching. So like, yeah, this shit does we got real stresses in real life, and this is an opportunity for us to. It's not just boxing, but it's
Well,
just,
I hope you get better. Whatever you're dealing with, bro.
I don't
Hope
fuck
you
with
get better,
snakes.
bro.
That's why I don't fuck with snakes online, bro. Like once
Yeah, bro. I hope you get better,
you're a
man.
snake, bro, that's it, bro. For me.
Well, hey, cut the grass and keep it moving.
Yeah, bro. Whatever you're going through, bro. The same thing I pray for homeboys, mom, man. Whatever you're going through, brother. I don't know you, but I'm here talking to you in the community, man. My name is Low Nose Boxing. My name is David. Yo, God bless you. Whatever you're going through, may the Lord comfort you, strengthen you, and bring you out of whatever situation you're going through, man. In Jesus' name, bro.
Yeah, Shadow Ghost is one of the funniest young men I've met on here on the YTBC.
I've seen him on the panel before. I've never been on the panel with him, but I've seen him on the panel before when I first started watching Punch.
But hey, man, we're Punch opening it up, man. Look at that. We man, Punch was the last time we had 5 people up on the fucking panel, bro, chopping it up.
No,
Come on, man.
Pero viene lo viejo.
Bien, que venga, bro. We'll laugh at that motherfucker.
Mamando paleta.
We'll kick him out, man.
It's still some gay shit, though. I mean,
hey, man. I mean, what can we do, man? We'll laugh at that shit and we keep it moving, man.
Shout out to Coda, Mama Coda, estamos contigo, Mama Coda.
Yo, Punch, has Ness ever been on? Because I know you've been on Ness show before. Has Ness ever been on your panel before?
Nah.
Hell no, bro. Ese tipo no regala nada. Se huele estaca, bro.
I was gonna soon, man. Soon. We don't need to chop.
Man, that'll be good, man. That'll be good, man. That'll be good. Because I seen you on this panel when he had Bill Haney on and whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he'll use Punch, but he don't want to. He'll use Punch.
Me and Ness go at it a lot on the DM, like we disagree on a lot of stuff. But I be sending him some links sometimes to bring him up to speed. Like when
that fool got me blocked. That fool got me blocked everywhere. Cause you don't want.
I'm gonna tell you the problem that I have with, and this got nothing to do. I don't even know Nestigas. I'm talking about people that have a stance with the Devin Haney belt thing. This is the issue that I have, right? We all know that he got the belt through. He didn't literally fight anybody, right? So when people were saying that Teo was undisputed, right? And people are saying, but he got a belt, right? So you want to call Teo not undisputed because Devin supposedly got the only WBC belt, right? Or whichever belt he had at the time, but yet he didn't even get the belt the correct way. So, like, how can you say that Teo needs to fight him when he got it emailed? That was my whole issue. My whole issue was, like, to me, in my eyes, he's undisputed, even though technically on paper he might not be undisputed because there is a belt. But if you didn't fight nobody for the belt, bro, then I'm sorry, but I'm not looking at you as a person that Teo needs.
Yo, Shadow, my thing is this: for me, he was undisputed because when they made that fight, right, they pronounced that fight, they labeled that fight undisputed. It was advertised undisputed. Don't turn around now and take it away and say, "Oh, it's not undisputed." Josh Taylor
even
real
guys,
ones,
Josh Taylor wasn't undisputed.
Even if it wasn't promoted, the thing is, look, nobody does deep dives into understanding unification rules. Nobody. If you go to unification rules by all 4 sanctioning bodies, is to unify with the preeminent champion of another world-recognized sanctioning body, not to a specific belt to begin with, but with their preeminent champion. Now, to prove in fact, and remember everybody said, oh, but nobody was recognizing Teo, only the WBC. Well, not only did right before the Kambosos fight, did the WBO president give Teo a belt, the super belt, but on that specific belt, it had shown him to be the first undisputed champion.
For me, he's
in the
first
4 belt era.
Champion.
So beyond the WBC, you got also the WBO. And upon this recent elevation that they gave Teo to become a super champion at WBO at 140, and the analysis that they put out for the public to read why they considered him to be a super champion, one of those accolades is, as I read, that he was the first ever undisputed lightweight champion in the 4 belt era. Those were one of the criteria of why they considered him to become a super champion. So there's, it just comes down to that. It's simple as that. The sanctioning bodies have rules, and if you read them, they're clear as day. And if you need recognition, well, it doesn't get more than that. You got 2 of the top, have publicly come out to say it, because nobody really puts out undisputed champion by these sanctioning bodies. They say, hey, he's got all the belts, and that's it. But anyway,
Eric Kelly just posted this on IG. Eric Kelly used to be a fighter. I know boxing. Teofimo Lopez won all these titles and beat these champions. Lomachenko was pound for pound #1 in the eyes of many when Teofimo Lopez beat him. Josh Taylor was undefeated lineal champion, also undisputed champion. Lopez beat him. None of the other young killers at this weight did that. Not at 35 nor 40. Look at who he fighting and look at who Teo fighting. And Shakur Stevenson is my favorite fighter today after Bud.
That's Eric Kelly. That's the fighter. He's from New York.
He just posted this right now, Eric Kelly, and
that's the one that he had like a bad eye, right?
Yeah. He's from New York.
Yeah, I met him. I met him, man. When I went over I was at the hotel hanging out for the Teofimo Josh Taylor Media Day. I met Eric Kelly that day. He's a cool dude, man. And I also saw him at the boxing event.
Paulie, he said, I've been saying this for a while. Teo was taking his toughest fights, even on the come up, and still is. Yep.
Hey,
people know.
Hey,
they playing dumb, but people know.
Hey, Punch. That's why when I hear other fighters and I'm just saying, and listen,
like Roy Jones said it.
I already know people are gonna take this as me getting. I'm not. I respect Crawford, bro. But this is why when I hear Crawford saying things like, "I'll move up to 168 and fight Canelo," like I think I don't know if you capping or not, but when I hear somebody like Teo say, "I'll move to 147," if I know he's serious.
Yeah, exactly. I know. I think he's about that life. He about that life.
Request a super title.
He's gonna do it.
His actions. See, Teofimo Lopez is one of those fighters that when he says he wants somebody, he wants somebody.
There's no guessing around with my guy, yo, man.
And not just that. Teo has a weird craziness to him, where Teo's the type of person that, if he's calling you out, he's probably already come up with a game plan for you and everything, bro.
See,
he's crazy.
Requested WBO title. He ready. He ready for the Lions.
This and look, maybe I'm blessed enough to know him personally and stuff like that. I've seen him with the win after Loma and the win after and the win after Josh Taylor. He's not even in the clouds like with this one. The next day he's like.
Okay.
Like, it's almost like he manifests. He still is not how you say it.
Well, he has a ritual, man. Teo's got a ritual. Once he wins a fight,
he's still starving.
He won't go to sleep for a good 2 days, man. He'll celebrate whatever that is. But once he goes to bed and he wakes up, it's back to the grind for the what's next.
And let me tell you, people sleep on his pops as a trainer, bro, but let's look at both times where he was stepping up supposedly to fight the man of the man of that division, and everyone was calling him crazy, his pops crazy. And both times the game plan shut them down, shut Loma down, shut Taylor down.
You know what it is when you're dialed in one guy for a long time. Like, see how Bud was to Earl Spence? Yeah. He's studying Earl Spence. He's going to Earl Spence fight. He's studying this guy, just like how Teo was with Lomachenko. But at the time when he was looking at Lomachenko, he's studying Josh Taylor. He's still calling Josh Taylor. So once it's like you manifested, you've been studying this guy for years. So by the time you get in the ring, it's like second nature. Everything.
He's been envisioning
it. When I hear him say, "I'll go to 147 to fight Crawford," I know he's serious. He's dead serious, bro.
Yeah, he doesn't call people out for clout.
And you know what's laughable, man? Then everybody starts doing the same thing again. Oh, he crazy.
Yeah, he's crazy.
And I'm gonna say it like this. People don't know the story. Yeah. I'll let Teo say what he wants to say. He got a chip on his shoulder with Bud Crawford.
Oh, I know he does.
It's something deeper.
I know he does.
It's something deeper. Now you know what I'm talking about. HLD.
I know.
That's what I'm saying. You don't know why he won Bud. It's something deeper that people don't know.
He want to be the only 3 division.
I know why. I know why he wants Bud. I know why he wants Bud, because he feels like Bud. Bud became the official 2-time undisputed champion. Teofimo Lopez in his heart feels that should have been him.
I'm gonna take a guess.
It's deeper than
let me take a guess. Hey, I'm just gonna throw this out there. But does race have anything to do with it?
Nah.
No.
Okay.
It was something that was said to one another, but he'll say it if he ever want to say it. But he got.
You know what's crazy though? You know what's crazy?
Well, hey, look, let's put it this way, guys. These are 2 alpha dogs. All right, both these motherfuckers are alphas, and so it's not like neither one is gonna bow down to the other. You know what I mean? And so
crazy HLD, both of them both of them have been disrespected heavily by YouTube groups, bro.
They have. I mean, right now, Shakur Stevenson is getting kind of the same type of bullshit from media, especially this YouTube media shit that Teal's been getting. The same type of hateful shit.
They really said something. Yo, I've seen some hateful shit towards Teo, bro. I've seen shit where people like talked about his family, wishing his family like. Not
I checked Bill Haney on that shit.
I've seen people say like they want to see something happen to his father. I saw it on those other channels, bro, and I'm like, damn.
I saw him talk about his daughter. I mean, son. I seen that shit.
Yo, I'm like, how you hate somebody you ain't never met, bro? Like that's.
I seen one with that girl. When that girl was talking crazy about his child, but besides that, about you want to hear crazy? The HLD said something about a ritual. The ritual crazy shit about Teo's big fights. Before every big fight, he has some crazy shit that happens that makes you wonder if his mind is right. Before the Richard Comey fight, right? He had that. He was talking.
Man, somebody's got like a lot of loud in the background.
Yeah,
it's messing up it's messing up the audio for everybody listening to the chat. But I mean, you know, look, man. The funny thing is how everybody wants to. Oh, look, man. Everybody doubted him when he was going to fight Comey, when he was going to fight Lomachenko, when he had only 10 fights or even less. He's calling out Loma at them people. Está hablando mierda. They don't know this and that. He crazy. Yo, they all played him out the same way they did with the Taylor.
Remember how they were talking? Remember how they were talking when he said he wanted to fight Josh Taylor? People were calling him crazy, bro.
That's what I was gonna say. Before the Richard Comey fight, that shit came up on air where he was talking about he had an anxiety attack on the airplane, and then before he fought Lomachenko, he was on TV crying about his father, saying that I wish my father would be my father. And then before the Josh Taylor fight, we seen that stuff with ESPN interviewing him, and his father walked in the interview, and him and his father started going at it. Everybody thought he was bugging out. When I was at the media thing, I was talking to Bruce Carrington, Shushu, and I said, Shushu, who you picked to win this fight? He said, Teal got all the skills and the tools, but mentally he's not there. A lot of people were really down Teofimo going into that fight. Even I was a little worried. I was asking Punch all the time, yo, what's going on? Punch said, don't worry about it. This shit happens all the time. It's just that it's happening on air right now.
Right. Teal, I mean, that exactly. Nobody has been more transparent in their lives out in the public than we've seen with Teal. Mm-hmm. And so, you know, it's a double-edged sword. You get to see the authenticity of his life, but at the same time, then you got these trolls and everybody else who then can formulate an opinion thinking that this doesn't happen to everybody else.
Well, people should translate that as strength as well. Look, everybody loves Mike Tyson because he's an open book. We see where he's where you know he might need some help, where he's strong and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. We love Mike Tyson because we feel like we know him because he's so much of an open book. Yeah. And we give him that props. That's why I think we resonate with him. He relates us, even though he could be rich money. He's just a regular dude that got trials and tribulations, and we see him work through his trials and tribulations. We see him in his downfall, up. We see him when he's getting played by a woman. We see when he's getting played by the system, or when he's doing the you know, irresponsible things and things of that nature, not taking care of his kids, took care of his kids. We seen the growth of Mike Tyson, and it relates to the normal people that does got their ups and downs, their bad and good, and right or wrongs. You know what I'm saying? And that's Teofimo Lopez. When Teofimo Lopez, or he's going through a divorce, or he's going through, you know what I'm saying, not seeing his child. I know a lot of guys is going through that. I know a lot of men is going through that. So he's saying it out there. He could just be like, you know, I'm not going to express this, but hey, maybe he needs to vent out. Let the man vent out. Because people that don't vent out and keep everything inside, when they snap, that's when they do shit that can land them in jail because they never had a chance to talk to somebody or let it out. So when it lets out, it's like a faucet that has been closed for a long time. And then it just spread all over the place.
Mm-hmm. And also with what HLD was saying though, as far as like being real, this is why I don't pay like some trolls attention, because look, for instance, like when Punch would say about Devin Haney, right? A lot of times when I look at it, he wasn't hating on Devin Haney, he was just telling the truth. So when people say Devin Haney had the easiest road to undisputed, is that a lie? Is that a lie or is that the truth? The truth is that Teo went through Nakatani, Comey, then Loma, and from the moment that before he fought Nakatani, they were aiming for Loma. Kept it transparent, kept it the whole thing, right? He fights Kambosos twice, and the only reason why Kambosos got any heat is because he beat Teo on an off day, and everybody knows he beat him on an off day. And the only motherfuckers that wasn't agreeing with that is motherfuckers that hate on Teo and still hate on Teo to this day, because you cannot tell me the Teo that beat Kambosos and the Teo that fought Loma and Josh Taylor are the same Teo, because they're not. You could clearly see it's not. So it's just like how people say they didn't think that was Spence against Crawford.
Look at right now with Jamal Charlo. I see the whole community going on Jamal Charlo. I don't feel like I need to go on Jamal Charlo. All the channels already doing. The boxing community is doing. Yes, of course. The WBC. I'm holding the WBC accountable to do what's right and put him at least in champion recess or to keep the division moving. But what, Jamal Charlo just not gonna give up his belt. The WBC, that's accountable. But Jamal Charlo been going through some things, and look, man, he's another human. I'm not going to put him down. I'd rather support him. I'd rather be a voice that's going to support him. It's just another human looking at another human. And now looking at him with Roy Jones Jr., and he's trying to figure it out. It's when you see people want the help and trying to figure it out, you got to give them that time to figure it out, and we should support another human being.
And you already know how the community is, Punch. If you do that, they're going to say, oh, that's because you know Jermel, or you have somewhat a relationship with just the same shit with Teo and shit. Like, listen, everyone, if you're not a fan of a fighter, first of all, that's just I don't believe you, and I'm gonna tell you why I don't believe you. I never seen anybody watch the NFL and doesn't like any team. So anyone that says, well, I'm not a fan of no fighter, so you watch the NFL and you don't like any team, you don't like no player.
That's cat. That's like watching wrestling.
They just like to watch the football guys in tights, man.
You just want to watch dudes in tights, exactly, right? That's how I'm saying. Like I'm transparent. Like I'm transparent. I like Teo. I like Boots. People know I like Cobra. I'm one of the rarest motherfuckers you will see talk about Cobra. But I keep it real, and I say I know he's not elite. He should stay at 130. But I keep it real. But I won't shit on him. Like when he lost, he gave up. He lost. I was mad at him. Cobra after the fight even admitted. He said, "Hey, when they said, oh, why did you not like fight Garcia after you got dropped?" And he even said it out of his own. I didn't even have to go at him. He said it himself. Oh, I didn't want to get hurt again. Ain't nobody want to hear that shit, Chris. You know. But at the end of the day, I'm not gonna shit on a man because he still stepped in the ring. And his next fight, he fought like a warrior. You know what I mean? His next fight against El Rayo. So it is what it is. I mean, but the thing is in this community, anyone that has a channel knows that if you show any type of fucking being a human or actually having some common sense, they automatically call you whatever you is. You know what I mean? They think you have some ulterior motive when you're just trying to be real. The fact of the matter is, facts are facts. Like when I look at people that talk about Devin Haney, you know if somebody hates Devin Haney, and you know if someone is telling the truth. If somebody says he had the shortest route to undisputed, the easiest route, that is not a fucking because you hate him. That is the truth.
Yo,
did he not get emailed a belt? Did he not get emailed a belt? That's the
well,
truth.
I mean, well, the fact is he got.
Punch says that they say he's hating.
He got
like
it.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's the fucking fact, bro.
Hey, Shadow Ghost, you never saw the video how he got it?
It's 75 degrees out.
Hey, Shadow Ghost, you never saw the video how he actually got it?
No.
Oh, I gotta send it to you, bro. I'll send it to you.
Send it to me.
It's on a podium, man, with 3 people clapping.
Yo, real quick. That's why this.
You there, Lolo? You cut out. Yeah, man, I send it to you, man. That's what I'm saying. It's laughable, man. It's just laughable.
Yo, what I was saying earlier, the reason why I was beating the drums for Teo and Kambosos rematch, because that's the fight that everybody. Oh, but people want to shame Teofimo. They always say, "Oh, but he lost to Kambosos. He lost to Kambosos. He never wanted to give him a rematch." That's why I want. That's another reason why I want that rematch already too. I'm tired of it because nobody calls him out no more after he beat Josh Taylor. Nobody says.
What do you need to prove?
Yeah, but some people still say that shit, bro.
They're gonna still
the
haters, bro.
The haters.
I want that rematch, bro. I want that fucking rematch, bro.
The only thing.
I just keep it consistent with how I feel and what I say and what I believe. I don't want nobody. I don't want nobody to live their life to or to approach life to prove your haters wrong. then for me, hate comes from the devil, bro. That means you doing what the devil wants you to do. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to prove no haters wrong. Like I said yesterday to Michael Dems, prove your supporters right and prove that God make no mistakes. Once you live your life trying to prove haters wrong, you know what I'm saying? The devil's gonna lead you into the path of destruction because you're trying to prove haters wrong.
The only way that I'm okay with you know, wanting to make a fight with Kambosos is if it's the landscape of boxing allows it to be, that there's like nothing else. There's nothing else, you know what I mean? Oh, all right, man, go smoke this motherfucker. But if there's bigger fish to fry, there's no need for that because he already proved it, bro.
And he want that get back. I'm not saying it. He want that get back. He told me he said what he said, watch, I'm gonna call out George Kambosos after the John Saylor fight. He want that get back. I'm not saying that he wants it. I'm just saying, but he also has
there's bigger fights to be made. Yeah.
And if those opportunities don't come through fruition, then get that get back.
Can you imagine what would you who would you rather fight, Josh Taylor or Kambosos?
Taylor, bro.
Exactly. I mean, it's no brainer.
We get this super chat. Marco con los 20 pesos. Marco. Punch Run, best show in town. Dímelo. Gracias de lo mío. God bless you, my brother.
Hit the link.
No, ya me voy de aquí.
Ya te va, okay, está bien. No digo que,
Tomorrow we back at it. Good looking out for the people in the panel. Showtime. I was gonna say Showtime. Shadow Ghost. Subscribe to his channel. HLD in the building. Low Nose Black. Subscribe to his channel. My brother DK in the building. Everybody that came to the panel, Rap Star, and except those two Bajaro that came to the panel.
Those were Rap Star's friends, man. You know how they those, bro. You bringing in
still like that? They still
like that. It's time. I think it's time, man. Give the community what it. Just get that. Just hash it. It's time to go, man. Rap Star Boxing Island versus HLD. Y'all gotta just.
Hey, man. It's just exactly what Shadow Ghost said earlier, man. When you smell the la culebra of a person, bro, I don't want to deal with that. I got no time for that garbage, man. So I'm good.
Y'all brothers have a good night, man. God bless. It was a pleasure shopping up with y'all.
Coda, have your prayers for Coda's mother, man.
Definitely, man. Prayers for Coda's mom. Prayer for Shadow Ghost's health. Prayers for all of us that may the Lord allow us to sleep peacefully throughout the night. May He provide us with His angels, and may He allow us to wake up tomorrow morning blessed in the name of Jesus. Amen.
Amen. Everybody hit that subscribe, hit the like button. Shadow Ghost, no be a stranger, Papa. Ponce.
All right, man.
Punch.
Shadow, I'm gonna hit you up later, Shadow.
All right, man. Hey, y'all have a blessed night, bro.
We need you on here, Papa. Peace, everybody.
Peace.
Hold on. You still on, Punch?
Hold on. Damn, it's frozen my end.
It's frozen on your end? Oh, I see you.
Yeah, I think we